Get it. Shut down YC. ISUPK. 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 The home of the truth, nigga. Started out in one West, nigga. ISUPK. 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 The home of the truth, nigga. Started out in one West, nigga. Year 2007 has gone. A leader was born. His name is Commander General Yohana. Year is on. New 7 has born. I took my oath, nigga. Nigga, I swore to ISUPK. It's the only fucking way. One West to the death until they bury me. Hennessy, Alizé, big bottle of scotch. Want to whip it the block, and where we set up shop. I catch a body at camp. You front on to Zaria. So hold your peace. When he speak, when he teach, before I reach for that peace and clear that street, I was never humble, always a beast. I let it fly for the most high, Yahweh Shai, El Cool J, homie. I'm that type of guy, and for the heathen, I'm the only one standing in this, you and I. ISUPK, 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 the home of the truth, nigga. Started out in one West, nigga. ISUPK, 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 the home of the truth, nigga. Started out in one West, nigga. ISUPK, 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 what? ISUPK, the home of the truth, nigga. Started out in one West, nigga. Yahweh Shop and rock the dog. Yo, man. Yo, get back to that 1969 ISUPK shit, man. I want to hear that 1969 ISUPK. We the children of God, Yasha'Allah, and we only pray to Almighty Yahweh and do the commandments like His Son Yahweh Shai. Don't think we soft, nigga. Yeah, you could die. We not Christian. We don't believe all as everybody. If it ain't about the 12 tribe, fuck everybody. And that's a statement. You need to stop hating. You can't prove we Africans, so stop debating. I was stuck in a hard place, a hard time behind the rock, thinking I was Muslim. Till I seen the ISUPK big homie to Zaria battling Imam Bashir. I bet Bashir is a woman, that's the secret of the year. Your philosophies can't clap back. Africa don't mean you black. Tell side now to that. Tell polite to cross the fucking line and fall the fuck back. You hear me, nigga? I'm with some real niggas at the Passover, nigga, drinking liquor. ISUPK. What?
AB with the keys.
They say the spirit itself bear witness with my spirit that we are the children of God. This is what we know, black, rooted, ready for war like Yahweh Shai. Raised under boys and mighty men just so I can
put my brick in and do His work. Put my brick in and do His work. Be my rib, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do His work. Put my brick in and do His work. Papa Shaw, let me prove it work. When the sky falls, you gon' catch me working. While I put my brick in and do His work. Put my brick in and do His work. Put my brick in and do His work. I mean, put my brick in and do His work. Put my brick in and do His work. Put my brick in and do His work. Watch my arms and we all been out here. We all about it. My father's work. Yahweh Shai. I for miss move all the time. My ladies is fine. We follow the order I told you. Full of culture, you ain't thought of. Streets I was taught on. Type you can daily depart on. Bought, sold, and I fought on. Charges I caught on. They call it the cause of the heart that I got for assault on my block. Snitch, I am not. Hate for a cop. My enemy sinned against me. I'm a sinner. But what they got in them, they healing baptism of Christ. Screaming Yahweh Shai. In my battle cry. Ready to die, no biggie. How to offend me? I'm litty. She wanna get with me. I'm picky. Digging the rim till she dizzy. Give her the rapture. Get her back rub. Then back to the action. Packed in the full metal jacket. Never get murked. putting in my father's work. Never see me with them heathens, my team hated. We the greatest on face of the earth. We the truth, I know it hurt. Fruitless to believe your words. It ain't about nothing, you bluffing. Scared, go to church. True definition of Christian win. You got 15 men, we got 2 or 3. But the difference is, we got discipline. Nigga, listen here. War with these warriors, get your whole big sisters clear. Talking you, your house, all your rented kids. Screaming, oh my God, but the vengeance is. So I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Shaw, let me prove the work. When the sky falls, it's gonna catch me work. I put my brick in and do his work. 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 Watch my arms and we ardent out here. We all about it, my father's work. Chosen rose and concrete. Ain't nothing sweet for a street. Dwell in my record, told the story, selling for cake every day. Yo, I just wanna celebrate. 1738. Up in my cup like what's up? Is you single to mingle? I bring you out the world, show you queendom. We just straight to the kingdom. We ain't gon' rush, of course. I was taught the court till you make your mind up to say you mine. Soaking in the world, smelling so
Make sure you go look at the brother on YouTube. Crazy Fire Music, alright,
my father's work. More than them words, just make me get back to this work. Ready for war, okay, booty. Bulletproof shooters to do what they told. Orders by generals from the Lord of hosts. Double time, nigga, let's go. Based on all the beasts in the street, I got heat. Rude speech about they bad luck and they lies. Till they cross the line, then they come to find their whole body bagged up. Got it leaking blood everywhere for the art that he thought. Talking walk with me, what I talk simply is that what I talk is the law. Be so heavy though, it's what I'm watching.
This is Let It Be Known every Sunday
from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Conditions. This isn't for the shit, but watch while I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Papa Shaw, let me prove the work. When the sky falls, it's gonna catch me work. I put my brick in and do his work. 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 Watch my arms and we ardent out here. We all about it, my father's work.
Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my arms and we ardent out here. We all about it, my father's work. My father's work.
Iced out, everything iced out. When we come into your state, make no mistake, it's lights out. Whether you're rebel, legislator, or you maintain no White House. While my brothers keep us lame, we gon' remain iced out.
Officer Karak out of Cali.
When we come into your state, make no mistake, it's lights out. Whether you're rebel, legislator, or you maintain no White House. While my brothers keep us lame, we gon' remain iced out. Iced out is when you're strapped, it's when you're feeling in the cap, it's when you're chilling in the black, but still be dealing with the crap. It's not about financial brackets, but the culture that you practice. What's the nature you exhibit in the language you inhabit? It's the fabric of society, violently providing me with ammunition, not to mention damage my sobriety. A dragon that can fire breathe, blood of a fire breathe. Here, oh, Israel, the crew in its entirety. Whole empires be knocked off tonight. All that top dog shit is getting locked off tonight. Only one operation can alter the all-right. It's the 51st Passover, dog, we taking flight. With 100 hands, 100 kiss, 100 hours, 100 hits, 100 rounds, 100 clips, a covenant of punishment. Take your pick, you're fucking with the Dons from government. It functions off commands, drop a damn shit and come back. Taking charge, make it hard to breathe without your oxygen. Old school fool doesn't make you seasoned, just an occupant. The opposite of cutting edge and judging dread and cutting dreads. All I have is knuckleheads, we dust them off with yellow bread. Struggle fed, we gon' stack the cake up higher. Only facts, no liar. I'm a real soul survivor. This is Black Sheep. Wired, let the rap sheet inspire. Only thing I'm kicking out is the backseat driver. Plenty riders, it's a stampede coming against Ramses. Modern day Egyptians tearing down they Mount Olympus. All the golden is Olympus. Can't pardon they hieroglyphics. It's the writing on the wall. Now it's black folk genesis. Overthrow our nemesis. Hand them down the sentences. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh shot, pull up the genesis. Overthrow our nemesis. Hand them
Make
down
sure
the
you like,
sentences.
share, and subscribe. Share this all over YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Share, and share.
Whether you're rebel at your slave or you maintain the White House. While my brothers keep us learn, we gon' remain iced out. Everything iced out. When we come into your state, make no mistake, it's lights out. Whether you're rebel at your slave or you maintain the White House. While my brothers keep us learn, we gon' remain iced out.
Whose possessors slay them.
Possesses the people that own us. Murder us. That's what it means to slay somebody. It means to kill them without empathy, man. Consideration. To slay us. Go ahead.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And hold themselves not guilty, like this piece of garbage right
What's
here.
the agenda, you niggas, cowards and pretenders? White flag to the white man, you surrender. Just remember, wicked niggas love to hang with sinners. Shit is disgusting and think it's cool to switch genders.
This is Officer Habanah featuring Officer 5000 on One Year Island, straight out of the down south.
It's evident they killing out the evidence.
From the album Life of a Priest. This is wartime.
Wreak havoc and cause damage. Coronavirus shook up the earth, now watch them all panic, fighting through these curses that we live in. Prepare slaughter, complete the order when it's given. These crackers crumble, we humble their activity. For it is written that they shall go into captivity. These devils must pay for their war crimes. Sell your garments and go and get a sword when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Girt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want calm when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Girt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want calm when it's wartime.
Your music can be stopped by a gun. They'll call a gun to come and kill you over your music. That's the world that you live in, man.
Con, I don't want con when it's wartime. Can't be lukewarm, gotta make up your mind. If you ain't heard nothing, you better hear this rhyme. When it go down, you gon' have to be with your kind. Ain't no laughing, ain't no joking on the battlefield. If you don't follow the order, you can get us all killed. Ain't no thing to grab the block and burst and squeeze mine. You gon' learn to do it, not the second, but the first time. 223, 308, AR-15 rifle. Born with the dragon like I'm the Archangel Michael. I got hand grenades, I pull the pin and throw it at you quicker. I can say a prayer and send them evil curses. Now you see, if we do what the Lord tell us to do, Babylon will fall. I'm gon' do it, Saul didn't do it. Not gonna kill them all. It's time to kill, not heal. It's time to break them down. Know who you are. Ain't no time to love. It's time to hate these heathens. Time for war. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Girt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want calm when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Girt your loins when it's wartime. I I don't want calm when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Hurt your loins when it's wartime. I don't want calm when it's wartime. Lace your boots when it's wartime. Go and get a sword when it's wartime. Curse your loins when it's wartime. I don't want calm when it's wartime.
Even though you in the ghetto, even though you poor, even though you suffering, even though you ain't had a good education, even though you got the weight of the most powerful empire in the world on your neck, God is going to come and stop every bit of it. He's going to shut it down.
Again, Tazaryak bringing you another commercial from Tazaryak and Illustrations. I'm always doing new things, always innovating to keep y'all coming back, to keep the customers satisfied. As I always say, check out the reviews, all 5-star ratings, because we deliver such an excellent product. ISUPK.
Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua broken thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shema thumb Bashim Yahushua to the sisters. I'm Priest and Officer Shargapon.
And I'm Trooper Azarakia.
And right here, we have the official calendar of the Lord, the ISUPK 2022 calendar. Now, this has all the high holy days and feast days of the Lord. In the month of February, starting on the 14th, ending on the 15th, we have Purim. Now, we move forward a little bit to the month of April. On April 15th, we have the Passover. And then 7 days after that, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, as you can see right here. This calendar has no American heathen holidays on it, just the high holy days and feast days of the Lord. And if you go to the last page, we have an advertisement available for any black and brown business that you may have. All right? So if you want to promote your business on the ISUPK 2022 calendar, give us a call. I'm Officer Shargapon. This is Trooper Azarakia. You can contact us at 845-664-3132 or on email. That's onewestashargapon@gmail.com. That's ONEWESTASHARGAPAN@gmail.com. Don't forget, get your calendar today. Shalom. Shalom.
ISUPK 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God. Come on, to save you.
That's right.
It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no cowards, we stop that business. We no cowards up in here.
Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites. The IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
There's a lot of men down. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I'm siding with the Lord.
How's all your dishes, pots, pans, looks nice.
Like this. This is like an apartment and a hotel. You know what I mean? Yeah. This here right here is about to be holy ground. This is going to be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from every state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
You cannot debate. You just want the clout. We just want the grades. I'm just trying to get it.
This is going to be glorious.
We don't give a fuck. You can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud. Straight up out the base.
Let's get it.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. What's going on, Israel?
Yeah, shalom, most high in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a Lord a hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Back at it again. Let it be known. Episode 11. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? We out here representing, of course, the Crucial Episode 5000, Shalai Yala, representing the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge and Community Junior Hana. Of course, my main man to the left of me, Episode 5000, Karab.
Right.
And my main man, introduce yourself. You know, my man AG. Right here. AG 1000, you know what I'm saying? One stacker over here holding it down. The man behind the show, you know what I'm saying? Got all the digital work going and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The backbone to the show. We appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot going on. What's been happening with y'all this week? What's going on with you?
The white man's the devil, man.
Oh yeah, always.
White man is the devil, like always. And I know y'all Negroes getting ready to celebrate Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Like if you saw the Long Island class yesterday, you would know that y'all should not be celebrating Martin Luther King. You should not honor that man at all. You know what I'm saying? If we have time, we'll get back into the article that we was going over yesterday. But that's it at the moment.
Right, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? The white man is the devil. We all know Michael King, the sexual deviant that he is, that as you was bringing out, you know what I'm saying, should not be celebrated at all. You know what I'm saying? We should be disgusted that he's even one of our people. You understand what I'm saying? What's going on with you there, brother AG? What's happening with you?
Not much, just getting better every day at doing what I'm supposed to do and, just holding it down.
Most high in Christ, as usual. You know what I'm saying? And I want to big up the brothers. We played some music in the beginning. Big up to my man, you know what I'm saying, out in Houston. Also Habanah, man. It's his albums are straight fire.
Right.
Fire. And there's a lot of people think that brothers up north don't bump, Southern music and all of that. That's just not true. You understand what I'm saying? Also Habanah, he got some classic joints, man. Go cop them. You know what I mean? Check him out. We're going to play some more of his music towards the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? Also, Officer Shapat out in D.C. You know what I'm saying? You got some fire. You know what I'm saying? My man Charles, you coming up next. You know what I'm saying? We got you. Kawak. You know what I'm saying? Big up to all the brothers out there that's making this music. You know what I'm saying? And really is showing the variety of talent that the UPK has. You understand what I'm saying? It's not easy putting these words together and flow into a beat with it and all of that is not easy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people try to mimic it, but they can't do it how we do it. Okay?
Constantly, and we can't forget Ice Twice, Officer Karak out there in Cali too.
Right.
Give them all a hand, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up to them brothers. You know, Karak out of Cali. Big up to Cali, you know what I'm saying? He's the camp leader, Northern Cali out there. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Vallejo and Oakland, San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? All the brothers out there holding it down. You know what I mean? He's been spitting fire for a very, very long time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We're looking forward to promoting some more music on here. You know what I'm saying? From our brothers. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to see our brothers at the Passover. You know what I'm saying? And really get busy. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor and a pleasure to be in the UPK and be amongst these solid men from all different parts of the country. You know, in the world, we probably having problems with each other for no reason, really. You know what I mean? But to be under this umbrella and be under this banner of the UPK is a marvelous thing, man. I'm looking forward to the upcoming Passover, April 15th. Cocoa Beach, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Get them Passover fees paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get your hotels, your car rentals, your plane tickets, or bus tickets, train tickets. I don't care if you take the Oregon Trail there. Get there, hitchhike, do something.
It's going to be a movie.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Get them garments and beautiful dresses the sisters be wearing, all of that. Get all of that ready. You're going to be doing a good thing out there. We got the Slaughter of the Lambs coming up. You know what I mean? Brothers that's worthy enough are going to be participating in the trials. You know what I mean? If you're worthy enough, it ain't easy to obtain a UPK cover. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? It's not made to be easy. So for the brothers that are worthy enough, you know what I'm saying? Your day is going to be coming. You know what I mean? Like I said, we got the Passover, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. I believe we got a yacht party, I believe. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole lot of things going on. And it's going to be in Florida. Did I mention that? It's going to be in Florida.
Cocoa Beach?
Yeah, the Sunshine State. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ashamed to say it. I've never been to Florida before. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to this trip. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to it. I heard when you go to Florida, you never come back.
Is that because of Disney World?
Summer in Miami.
Go to Disney World. I ain't
Disney
never
World.
coming home, mommy.
Mommy,
I'm staying here with grandma.
I ain't coming. A whole lot of sun and a whole lot of meat.
Right.
Like it.
A lot of things going on out there from what I hear. So, you know, big up to Commander Johanna, of course, for hosting the Lord's 53rd Passover, which is coming up. You know what I mean? What else we got going on?
We got Purim. Make sure you link up with the ISPK in your state and your city near you for the Feast of Purim on February 14th and the closing of the Purim on the 15th.
Right.
Right. And if you don't know when are the other high holy days and feast days of the Bible of the Lord, you can always get your 2022 ISUPK calendar, the official calendar of the Lord. We got across the line every Thursday night. We got Rude and Speech. We got the greatest show on earth, Black Watch, every Monday.
That's right.
Wednesday and Saturday. All right.
Yeah, holding it down. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of things going on. Let the Hebrew speak. Ask you the prophets. You know what I'm saying? These are all things you can check out on the website, of course, www.ispk.com. You know, check us out. Got a lot of things going on. We got the big up to Captain Tazariak and his company TLC. You know what I'm saying? Doing big things. If you ain't copping oils from Captain Tazariak, then all you getting really is spit water from somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? See Captain Tazariak, get them body butters and get them oils up, man, and have you a baby. You know what I'm saying? That's the baby making smell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what Captain Tazariak is out here putting in his work for brothers and sisters go out there and make them babies. You understand? So, you know, support that. Big up Officer Zahab. You know what I'm saying? He's laying the Mitris down and doing all types of pirate shirts. You know what I'm saying? If Officer Zahab's listening, you can text us the name of the company. You know, so you want to promote that. You know what I'm saying? But big up Officer Zahab. You know what I'm saying? Doing excellent work, making us look ancient again. You know what I'm saying? At these camps looking glorious with these different Mitris and all types of apparel. You know, we got a lot of brothers in big up. Go ahead.
I think it's the Hazahab Atelier. I think that's what it's called.
I believe so. I know it's Couture before. You know what I'm saying? Also, Zahab got a lot of things going on. You know what I'm saying? Big up to him.
I think it is Atelier. It's like I think it's like a workshop in French or something like that.
Most High in Christ. Well, he's definitely working. You know what I'm saying?
You see my garments, they all fly.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And he got his own style. And when you see it, you know it's him. You know what I'm saying? So You know, big up to Officer Zahab, all the brothers at the UPK Florida Wear, you know what I'm saying? Officer Hadaria Al out there in Detroit, still putting it down, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? UPK is really out here, you know, expressing their talents, man, showing the world that, you know, that we got it over here, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing.
And shout out the brother Yosef, you're damn right, 40 Magnum.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, most high in Christ. You know what I'm saying? We're laying it down. So big up to the whole UPK. We're going to be doing some more promotions. If any of y'all want your business promoted, you know what I'm saying? Email us at let it be known 1969@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get you up on that screen, you know what I'm saying, and promote you. Got any commercials you want us to play? You know, we'll do that free of charge, of course. We love our people. We just ask that you, you know, like, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
You know what I'm saying? Go to No Cowards Yonkers and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And not just there, but subscribe to all the UPK channels. You know what I'm saying? Big Officer Karab. He got a mean class on Saturdays for Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. He's bringing out things that you wouldn't even think about. You understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't even think about, like, no, you got to be crazy. Hey, where'd you come up with this topic? You know what I'm saying? So he got it, you know what I mean? Check that class out. That's every Saturday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? Check it on Israelite headquarters. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Also, if you have any loved ones, friends, or relatives that are incarcerated or in this white man's prison system, make sure you contact the ISUPK prison department at isupkpd@gmail.com, all right?
Yeah, most high in Christ. And one more aspect that a lot of folks don't really pay attention to, our people don't pay attention to, and this is your finances. You understand? If you're looking for top-notch accounting advice, you're looking for somebody to do your taxes, to get you right, IRS is on your back and everything else, you can't get it right, I want you to contact TGF Solutions, tax preparation. You know what I'm saying? Captain's of Cars laying it down out there. What's the number on there, Shashar?
Number is 631-644-3373. Call that number today because, you know, it's tax season already.
It is tax season, and why go out to H&R Block and
TurboTax?
And what's the other garbage? Hewitt, some Hewitt,
something Hewitt,
all
or
that
Liberty
garbage out there making that white man rich. When you can get all of that fixed right here. You know what I'm saying? You get it fixed right here by a brother who is certified. I mean, over 30 years been putting in work. You know what I'm saying? In that tax field, and he can get your LLC going, whatever you need. You know, so he can get you straight financially, give you a financial plan, help you build up your credit, and so on and so on. I mean, if you're not dealing with TGF Solutions, you're really not dealing with nothing.
And the number of information is on the bottom of the screen. All right, make sure you copy that down.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Let's pay attention to that. As Black folks, we're not taught this. You know what I'm saying? You're taught global studies and social studies and the China Wall and all of that garbage. We're not really taught our finances well. Captain's of Cars taking care of that. You know what I'm saying? He got that under control. So contact him ASAP and get the IRS up your back and you know, money's a defense. So let's get that right. You know what I'm saying? Contact them ASAP. You know what I mean? Right. So look, let's get into it real quick. You know, the white man's the devil. You know what I mean? And we got some good articles we want to bring out. You know, like I said, we based on bringing out the articles and proving in the Bible that there's nothing new under the sun. We can match every article up with a scripture because the scripture is a black man's book. You understand what I'm saying? When I say black, I mean all the tribes, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. You understand? And we're going to bring these articles out, you know what I'm saying, see what garbage is going on in this hellhole that we living in. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we want to start at. What we going to do?
We got this first article, which is absolutely disgusting. And this came out a few months back, but there's more information that came out about how a little black sister, a young one, threw out her food during lunch. She was made to get her food out of the garbage and was forced to eat that food that was just taken out of the garbage by a white principal and a white school lunch, one of those cafeteria working ladies.
Imagine that. Imagine your child going to school. They don't want no more of the food, so they throw the food in the garbage. And then one of them disgusting, filthy animals makes your child go back in the garbage. You understand? Not work at a public school. Back in the garbage where spit, snot, and everything else is in that garbage.
Right.
Make your child dig that food out and eat it.
You know how humiliating that is?
Yeah, ain't COVID going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it certainly is going on.
Wow.
And the crazy part about it, our oppressor is the most. He's the people who not destroy, but he wastes a lot of products. They're the ones that will eat 2-piece bite of a chicken and throw it all away at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
They'll eat the lettuce and the tomatoes and see the pig right there and like, we don't want it no more. They'll pay the whole price just to show it,
right,
and throw it away. They abuse all types of resources here on Earth, and just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about anything.
Yeah, because they're privileged bastards.
Right.
And obviously they think that we're filthy, disgusting animals to make our children eat out of the garbage. And I'm sure this had to be in front of other students.
We're about to watch the video.
Let's see what you got, man. Excuse me, disgusting, man. Absolutely disgusting.
At Carlson Financial, we not only customize a plan to meet
Give us a second. We're gonna pull that up real quick. You understand? And never forget, man, who we dealing with.
Shocking new video now. A school employee forcing a little girl to eat out of the garbage. Our Jim Nelson broke this story last. New video now. A school employee forcing a little girl to eat out of the garbage. Our Jim Nelson broke this story last month. It led to 2 employees getting fired. He's live tonight with brand new reaction to this alarming video, Jim.
Yeah, Tiffany, it also led to a civil rights lawsuit being filed here at the federal courthouse. It is a disturbing story with serious allegations, and this new video appears to back those up. Inside the cafeteria at Palm Elementary School, something unthinkable happened. After a student threw away an unwanted waffle, this lunchroom monitor pulled it out and made the girl eat it. The lawyer for the student's family reacted just moments after seeing it for the first time himself.
The video is shocking. I mean, it's disheartening, it's disturbing, and it's really what this child has been saying from the beginning.
In the video released by the school district, the worker holds the food out, even wipes it off before setting it down in front of the child.
And while doing so,
good night,
intimidates her, scares her, and is an eye shot of the principal of the school during almost the entire video.
The attorney, Jared Clevenow, filed a civil rights lawsuit against the district shortly after this happened. It was then that we talked to the girl's mother, who told me her daughter got sick after eating the food and lost all desire to even go back to school.
It was hard to even go through something like that with my child.
I tracked down the superintendent later that day.
This is a really serious situation.
It most certainly is, yes.
Yeah.
We're aware of the allegations. As I explained, we're in the middle of investigation, and unfortunately, because of that, we can't comment right now.
The district eventually fired the worker and the principal, who was right there when it all happened, and according to the district, failed to act when a complaint was made. Clevenow and the family are still moving forward with their lawsuit.
This child's constitutional rights have certainly been violated, as we are all entitled to our bodily integrity.
Absolutely disgusting, man.
Monster.
Right. You understand? Absolutely disgusting. You just sit back and imagine if that was your child. You understand? Imagine if that was your child. Put in the garbage, took the waffle out, and made the little girl eat it. You understand? Principal standing right there. You understand? That's how disgusting and fit. That's what we dealing with. That's what we do. I know a lot of people say, nah, not all white people are bad. I work with Bradley and he seems like, nah, man. No. Nah,
Right.
They all disgusting. You understand? And just because some people know how to hide their funk a little better than others, don't make them not dirty. You understand? That's all. Some just know how to hide their funk a little better. That's absolutely disgusting and horrible. You understand? What would that, as a parent, as a father, what would that make you want to do? You would have to see this principal in the parking lot. Somebody has to be seen about this. You understand? And I feel sorry for the mother sitting back there with that goddamn Christmas tree in the background. You understand that? That's supposed to, soften up a little bit with the Christmas tree. You understand what I'm saying? This is what's going on with our people, man. But nevertheless, Christmas tree or not, no young girl should be back there eating garbage.
That's child endangerment.
Come on, man.
Exposing them to all the germs and bacteria. And she said she felt sick afterwards.
Yeah, and then they wiped it off. You know what I'm saying? Wiped it off. How did you do that? Wipe it off with what? Your dirty glove or something, or your
Like
dirty
just a
hand?
napkin.
Yeah. What did you do? You mean you wiped it off? What does that mean? You understand what I'm saying? That's absolutely disgusting, man. And you got to pay attention. You better know who your enemy is and know what the problem is. You understand? And that's an absolute problem. Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 50 real quick.
Concert.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these things are in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? These things are in the scriptures, not necessarily eating out the garbage. You understand? But the spirit and the conscience of these people, man, they evil and nasty. You understand? Absolutely evil and nasty. You imagine that. You understand? Imagine you going to work as a grown adult and you throw your garbage on your supervisor, say, you take that out the garbage and eat it. Would you do it? Hell no. Hell no. This place will burn down with me in it before I do that. You understand? Now you imagine a little girl being intimidated and scared. You understand? They should have been interviewing her father. Where's her father at? Yeah, in front of all the kids. Now she ain't gonna get no respect from the kids. You know how kids are. They're gonna call her garbage eater and all this other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? They got little kids out here, 7, 8 years old, committing suicide.
Jumping off of buildings.
Yeah, and hanging themselves in the closet. You understand? They got little kids out here doing that. And you know why? Because of things like this. That's a form of bullying. That's being a bully. You understand? That's being a goddamn bully, man. And this is the spirit of these filthy, disgusting, stinking heathens that we're under, man. Let's read what we got real quick. Unless you want to say something. Go ahead.
Awesome. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 50.
Uh-huh.
A nation of fierce continents.
What does that mean? Very nasty people. You know what I'm saying? Very nasty and forceful and wicked and evil. You understand? Extremely aggressive in a negative way. Go ahead.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
And they're going to show no favor to the old or the young. They don't care. A beast is a beast. You understand? Hyenas will kill a baby deer or a big deer. It don't matter because they're animals. Can't blame them. But for this human being, you would think they would have more compassion and understanding not to do something as nasty and disgusting as this. You understand? Not to do something as nasty and disgusting as this. To make a child eat out the garbage. You understand? This should make people mad enough to stop smoking weed, to stop gangbanging, stop sniffing cocaine, stop being a whore, stop being an effeminate man. These things should make you stop doing these things so the Lord can be in our favor and destroy these people, man. You understand? And destroy these people. We need more COVID.
Right.
We need some more variants to come for garbage like that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to say something, Sean? Karab?
Sir, when you finish.
Go ahead, get with it.
If I could, let me get Psalms chapter 35. And hold on, let me see. Start at verse 25.
These people are crazy, man. You understand? And who filmed that? Was that a school camera or something?
Yeah, it looked like the camera.
That's crazy, man.
You know, the same type of cameras that catches us getting shot by the police.
Right, man.
Same type of cameras.
You know how many kids they might have done that to, and they went home and the kids didn't even say nothing about it. Parents don't even know. You going up here sitting in Miss Frecklestein's face, getting a progress report on your child. Meanwhile, they're making her eat garbage, and you don't even know it. Go, give them what you got.
Start at 24. Sorry.
Psalms chapter 35, verse 24.
Right.
Judge me, O Lord, my God,
right,
according to thy righteousness,
right,
and let them not rejoice over me.
Right. So let the Most High God judge us by our righteousness. You know what I'm saying? By our well-doings, our being, our way of life. Because apparently we do way better than these evil bastards out here on the street. This oppressor, he wants you to go back into the garbage and eat after it, knowing there's COVID rules. But you leave it to him, the CDC. What the CDC wants you to do? They want you to go to work and slave with COVID. You know what I'm saying? He don't even care if you have COVID no more. He wants you to spread it around. That's why what Officer Shalai Yala said is right. We need more COVID. They need to feel how it was, like it was in the very beginning of when COVID started. You know what I'm saying? Their children need to die for them to finally realize that, listen, I don't know what we're doing something wrong, that only our children are dying. But the scripture says what, Ashar?
It says, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Slug it. It says, judge me, O Lord, my God, according to thy righteousness.
Right.
And let them not rejoice over me.
Right. Let them not rejoice over me, because they're going to rejoice when it's all said and done over the things they made our children do. Look, we made him eat out the garbage. Oh, look, we failed him because he couldn't get this right. Oh, you see all those black boys and girls right here in the school? They ain't going to be nothing but whores and strippers and gangbangers. So let's rejoice that they'll never amount to nothing, and then they'll die later in the future. Keep going.
Right. Concert. Psalms 35 and 25.
Uh-huh.
Let them not say in their hearts, so would we have it.
Right.
Let them not say, we have swallowed him up.
Right. Let them not say that we swallowed him up, because that's what they do as beasts of the fields. They try to hunt you in your steps, go into your neighborhoods, put a snare and pits, and once you're trapped in there, what they do, they'll swallow you up. But when you rejoice for the Lord, when you under his authority, when you observe his laws, statutes, and commandments, the beast can't swallow you up. He won't have time to do that. You'll be protected too much for your enemy to even try to swallow you up with the nonsense that he have in this world. Keep going, Ashar.
Concern. Verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
Let them be ashamed.
Let them what?
Let them be ashamed.
Let them what?
Let them be ashamed.
Let them be ashamed. Keep going.
And brought to confusion.
Keep going.
Together that rejoice at mine hurt.
Right. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together that rejoice at my hurt. At my pain, let them feel ashamed and destroyed, man. Because of me, because of my children have to eat out the goddamn garbage, I hope they feel ashamed later when their children have to eat out the goddamn garbage.
Mm-hmm.
When my children have no goddamn shirts and food and clothes or whatever, they can't get education because why? He got to walk to goddamn a non-segregated school. Guess what? I hope they feel ashamed and confused when it happens to them in the kingdom. Listen, don't forget that they gotta get reward doubled. So what the things that we had to do during slavery, they gotta do too, man. You heard your grandma used to walk 10, 12, 15, 30, 40, 50 miles in the goddamn cold weather to get to school and back.
With newspapers and
Right.
shoes.
So guess what? They gotta walk 80 miles to school just so it could be closed, and they gotta go back home.
Right.
They have to feel the shame and confusion. Keep going, Ashar.
Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor.
Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor. Let how you see them now, let that be a remembrance of the dishonor and shame that they are, man.
That's right.
The things that you see now that they do, remember that as a shameful act that they've done to us. Because guess what? They're going to remember it. They're going to remember it like, damn, we used to be police officers gunning them down. We used to have white hoods and put crosses on their front lawn and burned it. And guess what? That's going to be shame and dishonor at a time. They're going to go back to that. And guess what? Remember, I don't believe we did that. I don't believe we were treating the children of God like they were animals, man. Keep going, Ashar.
Go ahead.
Concern.
Roger.
Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me.
Yeah, man. Let them magnify them against me, man. Listen, at the end of the day, leave these oppressors alone, man. Leave them alone. This is go back to what we were talking about yesterday with Martin Luther King. Think that lustful bastard that your child is digging in the goddamn garbage from the oppressor. If it wasn't for Martin Luther King and other people who want to follow in his footsteps, we wouldn't have to deal with our oppressor. We'd be in our own schools, in our own football fields, in our own doctor's office, and in our own supermarkets and pools and movie theaters and whatnot, whatever that they had, we had too. We won't have to worry about what they're doing. We won't have to worry about sending my child to school and praying that nothing happens to them by racism or murder or a goddamn KKK member or whatnot. You know that he's with your brothers and sisters. He's with people that fear the same thing you fear. He's with people that go through the same thing you go through. So you know they're going to be fine.
Right.
But when you're in the schools with the devil and the beast, man, listen, anything can happen. Like your son or daughter digging the food right out the garbage.
Or the other one where the brother had to put his hand in the toilet.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these people are disgusting. You understand what I'm saying? Go to would you
Go ahead.
Let me go to give me Psalms 137 verse 9, and we're gonna end this one right here. You understand? 137 and verse 9, real quick. Because a lot of people say that we harsh on the streets. We go out on the corners, we go out in the midst of the people of the neighborhoods across the ghettos of America. You understand what I'm saying? We out there in these streets, we talk. People say we talk harshly and we too austere and so forth and so on. You know what I'm saying? But this is the reason why we say certain things and why we believe in certain things and live a certain lifestyle, because of things like this. You understand? And this is what's going to happen to them. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. Give me Psalms 137 verse 9 real quick.
Psalms chapter 137 verse 9. Happy shall he be.
Happy shall we be. Go ahead.
That taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day when we take little disgusting eating my babies and bash their heads against the stone, man. You understand? It's going to be a beautiful day. And why is that? Because our children, they're making our children eat out of garbage cans. They're taking our children and used to use them as alligator bait. You understand? Take our children and rape them. You understand? These are things that this oppressor has done to us. And it says, happy shall we be when that day comes. We get to dash their little ones' heads against the stone. And you sit there, not the kids. Yes, the kids. You understand? Because little snakes grow up to be big snakes.
Right. Especially the kids.
You're damn right. You understand? You're damn right. And this is why we say what we say, because of things like this. We're not going to ignore this and just say, no, not the kids. You're right. No, not the kids. And not mine. You're not going to make them eat out the garbage can. You understand? This is why they're going to kiss boots at camp and lick the bottom of our soles and everything else. That's why they're going to do it, because of things like this. You understand? You know who the devil is, man. Okay, you want to say something?
And it's other things like this too. It's making your black and Hispanic kids eat their lunch last and feed them last, or having them wait because there's no more lunch ready in the preschools, in the kindergartners, in the elementary schools. It's having them have to reach into the toilet with their bare hands filled with piss and shit and all types of stuff to pull stuff out. All because of this. For making your kids feel like they're less than by giving them white dolls instead of black dolls, for making them think that black dolls are ugly and bad and criminals, and wanting to be like you and wanting to do the things that you do. It's because of this that we're going to be happy when it comes time to dash your little ones against the rocks.
You're damn right, man. You're damn right. And look, we got to stay. If you are sick, and if this video made you sick and you was disgusted by the video, make sure you follow the Lord, man. Make sure you follow his laws, statutes, commandments. Stop doing wicked things if you're doing them. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord can give us that power back. You know what I'm saying? Give us that strength back to where we can dash their babies' heads against the goddamn stone righteously. You understand? I'm not telling nobody to go out there and do that now. I'm telling you to follow the Lord. You understand? And let him bestow that power upon us, man. You understand? Let's move on to the next article real quick.
Consul, I got something real spicy.
Let's get it. Let's see what's going on.
You know how many Black, Hispanic, and Native American people are homeless in America? We got our Native Americans and Hispanic people living on reservations and behind bars on the border. We have Black and Hispanic people living right here on the streets in Harlem and in Yonkers and Spring Valley and Newburgh, having to lay over those grates where the heat comes up from the subway and stuff. There's so many of our people that are homeless that we can benefit from, housing. Absolutely. We can benefit. I've worked in a shelter before, and many of my clients, the number one concern is housing. I need an apartment. Housing is directly connected with mental health, physical health, with having to not have to worry about things, right? And it is absolutely disgusting and ridiculous how we are supposed to be Americans, how we have Black, Hispanic, and Native American veterans who are still homeless, how we have Black, Hispanic, and Native American mothers with children still homeless, how he had brothers walking around the streets homeless. And this devil decides to give a bunch of descendants of terrorists, of wild men, of these Afghans housing before they even give housing to American citizens.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this article straight out of Yonkers.
That's right. And I want y'all to understand this. This article that's coming up right now, this is taking place in Yonkers, New York. You understand what I'm playing? You understand what I'm saying? This is taking place in Yonkers, New York. And look, don't think that this is just a Yonkers problem or New York problem.
Right.
This is just the tip of the arrow. This is going to be happening in Miami, in New Orleans, in Durham, North Carolina, in South Carolina, in Houston, in Dallas. What we about to bring out, it's going to happen. This is the plan. This is the plot. This is the strategy. You understand? Let's see what they got.
So here we go from News 12 The Bronx. We got a little video clip here.
150 Afghan families may soon relocate to Yonkers,
150.
some of them to the same building where DMX once lived. This is a look at one of the newly renovated apartments at 80
Look how
School
nice that
Street,
project
now
looks.
available. The Municipal Housing Authority for the city of Yonkers tells us they just applied with the U.S. Department of Housing to resettle up to 150 Afghan families now living on military bases. The families were evacuated from their homes as U.S. troops withdrew from Afghanistan last year. Many of the refugees were in danger because they worked with the U.S. military.
We have to, as Americans, accept people who come from different cultures, different parts of the world, and bring them into the fold because it makes the American tapestry richer.
According to Human Rights First, there are an estimated 7,000 Afghan refugees still waiting to leave military bases in 5 states.
You understand this garbage?
Disgusting.
Now, the lady said something about DMX. Just to bring y'all up to speed, you know what I'm saying? This is the projects where DMX was born and raised, School Street projects. If you are a local, you understand the demographic of these buildings. You understand? Now we got Paratazar here.
I was about to say, we got 2 locals in the building right now.
I want Paratazar to give a good description because they seen them renovated buildings. They seen them nice white walls. Did you see the shower?
You saw the closet?
Yeah, did you see that?
It was ridiculous.
They had the shower. They got the shower head where you take it off. You know, you could take it off and massage yourself with it. Hit your back with it and all of that.
Yeah.
You understand? Paratazar, I want you to give a good description of the 80s and 90s, 2000s and all of that. You can stay right there. You know what I'm saying? And let them know what School Street Projects is all about.
Shalom, Adawan. Yes, this is Trooper Paratazar out of Yonkers, New York, officer of 50, and I'm going to let you know what's going on with School Street from the 80s, from the 90s to the 2000s. The time when DMX was living in School Street from building 55 to building 80, it was hell. It was hell. The apartment where DMX lived in, roaches, rats, you know what I'm saying? Roaches, rats, drugs infested, people getting killed and stabbed. There was no doors on the apartment. No windows. The windows was bust out. You know what I mean? Elevators don't work. People, you know, urination, everything. It was hell. Trash everywhere, so on and so forth. Unlivable conditions. Guess what happened? Blacks and Hispanics, it's the only one who's living there. Since the 80s, the 90s, same old thing. Now, you know what I mean? People getting shot in School Street. People getting killed in School Street. School Street was a war place.
Notorious.
Notorious. If you wasn't from School Street, you know what was going to happen.
Yeah, you couldn't be over
You
there.
know, they had basketball games in the community room, at the end of the basketball game, you gotta be out. You gotta be out.
Right.
Notorious, still pissy. It was hell. It was hell of it.
Come.
You know, it was coming to the 2000s. It was exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Nothing changed. No brand new showers or brand new doors, so on and so forth. You know, and drug infested. Anybody could do anything.
Any roaches and mice?
Mandatory roaches and mice. That was mandatory.
Yeah.
That's mandatory right there. And they closed down the community center. Closed down the community center when people, you know what I'm saying, try to start something, so on and so forth, and try to get into that community center. You got to talk to municipal housing. You have to talk to municipal housing about
Which is that white woman we just saw up there.
man,
She's the housing authority right there.
The housing authority. I've been with I've been on the municipal housing list since 94. 94. They came to me, they interviewed me. You know, they wanted to see, you know what I'm saying, if I was on drugs, so on and so forth, or anybody that was relating that was on drugs, because I won't get their apartment, but I'm still waiting.
Hold on, Paratazar. I didn't mean to cut you off. This is Officer 50 Paratazar, Yonkers born and bred. Listen. Did you hear what he just said? He's been on the housing list since 1994. Some of y'all listening wasn't even born then. Or y'all was 2.
Almost 30 years.
You understand? He almost 30 years. Since 1994, he's been on the list to get housing in the projects. Here we are talking about 150 Afghans. They're going to move into the projects that you've been waiting for 30 years almost. Damn. Do you hear that? You know who the devil is, man. Right. You know who the devil is. Go ahead, Pete. Go ahead.
Salakia, so I had to renew my status.
Ain't that something?
It got to the point. I stopped renewing my status. I said about like 98. That's when I stopped renewing my status for municipal housing.
You hear that? You hear that?
98.
This brother.
But they still.
Wow.
You know, they still have. You know, you still got to get on a list on municipal housing. I have family members that live in Yonkers that's on municipal housing that still got to go through the same routine of people interviewing you to make sure that you're not on drugs, to make sure you don't have, you know what I'm saying, you don't have felonies.
Yearly recertification.
Common Con, sir. And they got these people. They did exactly the same thing with the Africans, with the Hamites for Riverdale.
Yes, Con.
Same thing. Same thing. So you have the Africans that flooded into Riverdale. You know, I know they ain't going through no screening process.
Right.
They just came out of nowhere. And you got these Afghanistan, they over here, no screening process, go straight in. But you know, right now, this day, I have family members that's on that housing list right now.
Good night.
To this day, screening process.
That's crazy. And you know, the Afghans, or whatever the hell they call, did America go to war with them?
For like 20 years?
I think America went to war with them, didn't they?
You might be familiar with a man named Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, something like that.
The Taliban.
Yeah, they went to war over there.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they went over there. And they giving them housing and not you. Who they really at war with then? Who are they really at war with?
Right.
I mean, who are they really at war with? They at war with us. We got a brother sitting right here in this school, you know what I'm saying, that said he been on that list for 30 years and to keep renewing. And what they had they repaid this brother for all the taxes they took out of his check and everything else from working and striving and living life here in America. You know what they did to him? They fixed up the building and gave it to some Afghans.
Right.
You understand? Gave it to some Afghans. Please read some of the comments. We got brothers that have been waiting for housing since when?
We got Officer Kawak straight out of Brooklyn. He's been on the housing list since 2009.
Yeah, big up to Lower East Side.
We got Precinct Officer Haza 5,000. Been on the waiting list since 2014.
You understand? No, the Afghans get that. And listen, this is not just a New York thing. this is going to be happening.
Right.
This is going to be happening. You know what I'm saying? All across the goddamn country, this is going to be happening. They're going to be giving these people our housing, kick us out. Now, let me ask you a question. Once they fix these projects up and give them nice shower heads and doors and all of this, and exterminators are going to come through and clean house and all that, when they finish doing that, where are you going?
Mm-hmm.
Where
Tell
are you
you,
going?
sir, to the shelters and health home services that I work at. And I'm going to have to be doing the Lord's work there, trying to find them housing, because it's either living in the street or living in a dirty, disgusting shelter, because all the housing has just been given to 150 Afghans.
Right. And they're going to shut that. They're going to try to shut that down too, because to get them shelters, you know what you're going to do? Have schizophrenia. Have some type of mental disorder in order for you to, other than that, it's going to be, lace up your boots and go get it. You know what I'm saying? You're a grown man. Find housing.
Right.
You're going to have to be crazy on meds to get into this shelter and all of that. Go ahead, brother.
Salakia, sir, if I may. And you, all this is going on, you know what I'm saying? That this has happened to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Mulford Gardens was testing grounds.
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest project, let's say in Westchester, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody that lived in Mulford Gardens, it's not there anymore.
Nope, gone.
It's not there anymore. But
Nope.
I do see blonde head and blue eyes.
Yeah.
I do see little puppies walking.
They
And
blew
I
it
do
up.
see
You mean
some
the
Afghanistan.
poodles and Shih Tzus and all that?
Yeah. They knocked down Mulford Gardens, and you know what they did? Made it Croton Heights or something like that. Croton Apartments or something. And they made it something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
All them people are gone. You understand? Go ahead.
Salakia, sir, all those people were scattered.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Like the scripture said,
Yeah.
the 12 tribes of Israel will be scattered.
Yeah, and it's still going on.
The Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians that lived in Mulford, they were scattered. I don't know
Mhm.
where they at now.
Yeah, gone.
I don't know where they at.
Know where they at. You know what I'm saying? Had to relocate. You know what I'm saying? Try to relocate them to jail, more importantly, or the graveyard. Because that's what they got. They got a pit waiting for us. Now let's get into it real quick. Let me see. Lamentations 2 and 14. Is that right? Give me 1 second. Let me just see if that's what I want. Yeah, let's do it.
Officer Khashoggi been on the Jersey housing list since 2002.
Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. Let me get Zechariah 11 and 5 real quick. Salakia. Zechariah 11 and 5. Real quick, man. And we're gonna talk about it real quick, man. Listen, you see what's going on. We under attack, man. And these people, the so-called helped America while they was in Afghanistan. What about the brothers and sisters that helped America by enlisting in the military and actually going to fight? Why are they homeless? Why don't they have a place to stay? Why are they outside sleeping on the damn ground? You understand? Listen, we were just in Yonkers not that long ago, and we was across the street from School Street, and guess what?
Right.
A bunch of drunk Mexican brothers laying all in the grass.
Right.
We met plenty of black men that was like, yeah, I just came home, I'm looking for some housing. You know, you think your brothers can, help me, assist me with some housing, so on and so on. Meanwhile, across the street, it's two big, tall buildings, vacant, available for housing. Yet and still across the street are drunk Issacharite brothers in the grass. Brothers roaming around and walking around the streets. We met a couple that needed housing. And they're not going to get in there. They're not going to get in there. Because that devil dog woman is over the housing, and she's not going to give it to you, nigga. You understand? And she can do that, obviously. But some Afghanistan, now if they move into that building, guess what's next? Business loans. They're gonna get some stores now, and they're going to run that neighborhood. And you're gonna be walking down the block, and you're gonna see Arabic going across the goddamn sign of the building, a sign of the business. And guess what? Where are you going? You understand? Now where are you going? The tide will shift. Now niggas gonna get jumped by Afghanistanians and all of that. Go ahead, brother.
Salakia, so if I may, you know that's the Issacharites on Main Street right there around School Street. You know what's gonna happen to them.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
gonna be Arab stores now.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you try to tell me that, you know what I'm saying, the Issacharites and the Judites is not the same people?
Absolutely.
They getting oppressed together.
Absolutely. Right there on New Main Street, they're gonna tear that right up. They're gonna be over there and acting like they're gonna be playing off like the Dominicans. That's what they like to do a lot. You know what I'm saying? Get some shape ups and all that and play the Dominicans. They're gonna slide on in there and take over. That's what they're gonna do. You understand?
Right.
Let me get that scripture real quick.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5.
Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead, P. You got it.
Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
Whose possessors slay them
Uh-huh.
and hold themselves not guilty.
And that's what's going on right here. You know what I'm saying? They slay us, man. They kill us. And they don't see nothing wrong with it. You understand? They don't see nothing wrong with it. That white woman is happy to give those apartments away to these Afghans. They're happy. It's a beautiful thing. They don't see nothing wrong with that. They're helping because the Afghans are on the military base right now. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, there's niggas outside sleeping on the streets, on benches, getting drunk to stay warm. Go ahead.
Right.
And did the paperwork to get those housing departments.
Absolutely.
Did the paperwork, and they're on the working list right now as we speak.
Yeah, they did the paperwork for them because they don't speak no goddamn English problem.
Huh, right.
So what they do? What they fill in the applications? You know what I'm saying? Hell no. They're gonna slide them on in there. They slay us, man, and they hold themselves not guilty. Keep going.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
And that's what they say. You know what I'm saying? I am rich. Go ahead.
And their own shepherd pity them not.
And that's a disgusting, filthy, stinking Christian church. That Christian church is the reason why they feel bold enough to come into a so-called Black and Hispanic neighborhood and put a bunch of Afghans in there. You understand why? Because we don't got no shepherds. Well, we do in the UPK. We have a shepherd. You understand? But to them brothers out there in the streets messing around that Christian church and that Muslim mosque, the Muslim mosque, they gonna love that. The Afghan daddy's coming home. You understand? You stinking Muslims. Daddy's coming home. You understand? But we don't have no shepherds, man. That's why they don't have no pity for us. You understand? When they say we're the lost tribes of Israel, that's what it really is. Go ahead.
And Salaki, so if I may, I can't believe that I forgot about this. There's a Muslim school on Walnut. There's no brothers, ain't no blacks and Hispanics and it's not allowed to be in there. The only way that you could be on there is you being a security guard for their children.
You talking about right there on Walnut and
Kawakan.
And Yonkers Ave right there.
Can't even be a Muslim,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Not even a Muslim, huh?
That's disgusting.
Security guard, Salaki, yes, sir.
Yeah. See, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna get off of this, but this is what's going on out here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on, that we under attack. They're making our children eat out of garbage cans. They're pushing us out of our own neighborhoods. We can't even have the ghetto. You understand?
Right.
We can't even have the ghetto. You understand? Now imagine a young girl eating out the goddamn garbage at school and have to come home to some slum or some ghetto, knowing that they got to get out anyway because some Afghans is coming. You know what I'm saying? They got shit. I mean, how depressing is that? You understand? Y'all better do some research and see if your city is one of the most depressed places on earth. You understand? Because Yonkers, I believe, is the 14th most depressing city in America, not because there's nothing to do, because it's hell. Go ahead.
One more thing, Salaki, if I may, and I almost forgot about this one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody knows that I grew up in Yonkers. I got raised on Vavine, Vavine Avenue, right on the bottom of Yonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was a kid, when I was a kid, I'm talking about single digits. Since I was a kid, Vavine was terrible. Terrible, but we know it was still not. We were still, you know what I'm saying. We got to make lemonade. You got to make lemonade. But you know, through the years, it started to die.
Mhm.
It started to die, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And it died into nothing for like about 30 years. I say about 30, almost 40 years. Ravine was just ghost town.
Right.
Recently, matter of fact, Ravine have a park. There's a park there. There's a park that you can play basketball. You could go to the bathrooms. You know, they got like little picnics area. There's a park on Ravine. You would never know because the overgrowth is so much trees and the overgrowth. You would never know.
Right.
You would see that park from a helicopter. That's the only place that you could see that park.
Right.
I was down there about like a couple weeks ago, and they developing Ravine. Developing Ravine. Ravine never been touched for like over 40 years. Now it's being developed. Guess who's the people going to live there?
Not us.
Oh, not us. Not us
Not
at
us.
all.
'Cause-
Because they done killed this out. They let it, they just let it phase into nothing.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to us. Phase into nothing.
And one thing about Ravine also, Ravine has a good river view. You understand? That's prime real estate.
Khan.
You know what I'm saying? It has a nice river view right there. The train passing by. You got the river, the Palisades in Jersey right across. It's prime real estate. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they're doing. They cut just like they're doing in Harlem. They're coming to take this real estate back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people understand how that's some real good real estate between Yonkers and Harlem. That's real good real estate. Now, we just talking about Yonkers and Harlem right now, but everybody who's listening from wherever you from, it's going to come your way. Trust me.
Right.
Trust me. You want some prime real estate. Trust me. It's going to come to Louisiana. It's going to come to Texas, California. It's going to come to Florida, all over the place. It's going to come. It's going to happen. This is just the beginning. Go ahead.
Salakia, so if I may, it's definitely is already coming to Detroit. And you know how Detroit is. They're already developing Detroit.
Yeah.
And now, you know what I'm saying? Now now the oppressors is in Detroit.
Yeah.
And our people is on the outskirts now.
Oh,
of
yeah.
Detroit.
Them
Because it's
Arabs
being
been
developed.
taking over Detroit, all in Dearborn and all of that.
Dearborn.
They've been taking that over. You know what I'm saying?
I remember
Yeah.
it wasn't like that. Until now, Dearborn is like Mecca.
Yeah.
Literally like Mecca.
Yeah, they're taking it over. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving. Let's go into the next article. I want you to pay close attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? What you got next, Ashar?
Well, you know, the ISUPK is all over the country. You know, we got schools from New York from the UK to Mexico, the Dominican Republic, California, and we also have a school in Chicago. You know, we have a school in Chicago that is held by that is ran by Captain of 13,000 Mawquad, Captain Mawquad, right? And here is an article, right, that I'm going to play in a few moments.
File your taxes free your way. Do it yourself.
Where 8-year-old girl was killed, and here we have a pastor who's upset and angry and outraged, and he's asking the question, is there any hope for Chicago, right? And the answer to that is yes, there is hope for Chicago. I'm gonna share this with you real quick so everyone can see this video. Right, because the answer is yes. There's lots of hope for Chicago. There's a man that's been there for multiple years giving hope back to Chicago. Here we go.
In the head. I just learned that over an hour ago, an 8-year-old girl was shot in the head. She's in surgery now, fighting for her life. And the question is there any hope for Chicago? This past Tuesday, 6 children were shot within 24 hours. In an earlier rooftop revelation, I said it was 5 kids when it was actually 6. Is there any hope for Chicago? The chaos, the lawlessness is so bad in Chicago that the criminals openly mock our police and our city leaders and even our governor. 2 criminals broke into 2 stores and stole the cash registers.
They took out the cash and they drove over to Governor Pritzker's home in Chicago. And you know what they did? They left the empty registers on his front lawn. If that isn't a message that the criminals running the city, I don't know what is. Then you know what they did? Those same criminals, right after they did that, they joined other criminals and began to rob other stores. Is there any hope for Chicago? I'm gonna tell you something. I usually am mild-mannered and even keeled, but this wave of violence, I'm telling you, it infuriates me. It just infuriates me. I've been working to counter this violence and despair for so long through Project Hood and my community center that's housed on the second floor of our church. And before we started, this very area was ranked as the most dangerous neighborhood in all of Chicago. Now, because of our work, it doesn't even make the list. You know why? Because we gave people in our community the most valuable thing you can give anyone: hope.
Obviously, you wasn't doing a good job, and I refuse to let him give free advertisement for his Project Hope or Hood or church, because there is no hope in what he's doing. Because if there was hope, you would have saw some type of difference.
Right.
If there is no changing the environment in Chicago with whatever he thinks would be best, because obviously it hasn't been working. However, Black, Hispanic, and Native American men who used to be murderers, drug dealers, gangbangers, robbers, stick-up kids, rapists, and what people will call animals and savages have all changed their life to serve the Lord, and they're under Captain Mawquad out there in Chicago,
damn right,
leading and saving the people as Commanding General Hanna commanded them to do for the Lord, right? For the Lord, to be raised up and put into the army of Christ. Because right now in Chicago, they got a Hebrew Academy where Black men are changing their lives, where Hispanic men are learning how to save their people's lives, where Native American men are learning how to put down that alcohol and help their relatives fight against addiction. That's what Captain Mawquad is doing.
That's right.
And if the people like this pastor and who thought that their Project Hood and their church was doing something good, then you should have donated your church to Captain Mawquad, so they wouldn't have to buy a new school. Give them a hand. They just bought a new school out there in Chicago, right? Because brothers changed their lives. And if he knew what was good, if he really had hope, he would be on the Commanding General Hanna and helping Captain Mawquad change Black, Hispanic, and Native American lives out there in Chicago right now.
Yeah, you're damn right, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up the whole Chicago camp out there, holding it down hardcore and strong. Let me get Ezekiel 3 and 4 real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let the Shah read up here. Just follow along, all right? You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel 3 and 4. We're gonna probably go down to about verse 9, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Big up this pastor right here. He's soft and weak. You know what I'm saying? He's soft and weak. You know what I'm saying? He's a double dutcher. You know what I'm saying? He played with the girls. You know what I'm saying? Over here we play with the men. You know what I'm saying? Rough, rugged, and raw like our king, Yahushua. And you have to be that way to get the job done. And that's exactly what Captain Mawquad is. One of the many brothers in this truth that I admire and look up to. One of the many brothers I admire and look up to. And how he came to Philadelphia for about 3 years of his life and then went back up to Chicago by his goddamn self and built up the whole Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Chicago, big up to Indianapolis, big up to Milwaukee, big up to Minnesota, big up to St. Louis, big up to the whole Midwest, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Detroit, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Big up to them brothers out there, hardcore brothers. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore brothers, man. You know what I mean? Out here in New York, sometimes we joke around. We say the Detroit brothers be out there doing push-ups on their fists in a gravel parking lot. You know what I'm saying? That's how hard they are. You know what I'm saying? Rough, rugged, and raw. You know what I'm saying? So big up to all my brothers out there in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? I know we admire your work greatly and great motivation. You know what I'm saying? That y'all brothers laying down for us, man. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Captain Mawquad for laying it down out there. You know what I mean? Holding it down. Let me get Ezekiel chapter 3, and we're going to start at verse 4 real quick.
Concern. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them.
And that's the spirit Captain Mawquad had when he left Philadelphia and went back out to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Went back out to Chicago. He's going to speak the words of the Most High God. Keep going.
Verse 5. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of an hard language.
He ain't sent to them. He wasn't sent to the heathens. He wasn't sent to the Asians and the Africans and all of that garbage. And the Edomites. He wasn't sent to them. Who was he sent to? Go ahead.
But to the house of Israel.
He was sent to niggas. You understand? In the ghetto, in the slums, in the barrios, in the reservations. He was sent to them.
Right.
Go ahead.
Answer. Verse 6. Not too many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand.
We don't understand that garbage, that filth, that garbage they talk. We don't understand that garbage. Go ahead.
Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee.
But if he was sent to them, they would listen. You know, they would listen because so-called blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, they don't want to hear it. We too depressed, too down, too out. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear it. We're going to get up there and cry and protest. And what'd you say, the cardboard box? Who said the cardboard box? Not there with the cardboard box and picket signs and garbage.
Huh.
We're not going to hear what a real priest and prophet got to say.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Concern. Verse 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
They don't want to listen, man. They don't want to listen. These killings will stop if you listen to Captain Marquardt. Right. You know what I'm saying? These rapes and murders and so all that stuff will stop if we listen to Captain Marquardt out there in the Midwest.
Right.
Does Chicago have hope? Yeah. It's in Captain Marquardt. Listen. Your hope is right there. You sick and he's the medicine. It's right there. So when I hear this effeminate man speak like that, it's shocking to me because you have a man there that has the remedy. Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to say something? Go ahead.
Concert. And this is how you know that the proof is in the pudding, because this pastor, he wasn't sent.
Hell no.
He wasn't given the words to speak that can change the lives of Black, Hispanic, and Native American men running rampant throughout Chicago. Because if he was sent, then you would saw some difference. You would have saw some hope. However, Captain Marquardt sacrificed 3 years of his life.
Damn right.
Moved 3-4 states across the country. Stayed there for 3 years doing God knows what just to survive, to get this truth to be sent back. He was actually sent back on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
And he has brought hope with him. Because because the proof is in all the men he helped change their lives.
That's right.
All the women who came out the world to be daughters of God. All the other zones that he is over to help other brothers and sisters change their lives. The proof is in the pudding. You can look at the ingredients and see all the work that he has done.
That's right. You're damn right. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, man. You can see the work he's doing. You see the fruits. You understand? Let's keep going real quick. Real quick.
For they will not, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. For they will not hearken unto me.
Right.
For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
Yeah, we hard-hearted. You know what I'm saying? Which means you hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? You don't like to listen. You know every goddamn thing. You know everything, but yet and still you're in last place because you know every goddamn thing.
Right.
You know how to be last. That's what you know. Keep going.
Concern. Verse 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads.
And that's how the Lord made Captain Marquardt out there strong.
Yeah, not this priest. He's soft.
He's weak. This pastor is soft and moist and tender.
You heard him, sir?
You understand?
I'm infuriated.
Yeah,
I'm outraged. And I didn't see no anger in his voice.
He ain't mad enough. If you're mad and you out there in the Midwest, you better contact Captain Marquardt. He's mad.
Right.
And he's mad. You can tell he's mad by his actions, how he's building that Midwest up like a goddamn kingdom. You understand? So they made him hard. The Lord made him hardcore out there. Is there hope for Chicago? Yeah. It's called the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. That's the hope. That's the hope. You understand? That's the absolute hope. When I heard this, I just thought, damn, I wish Captain Marquardt could crush this guy real quick. You know what I'm saying? To let the people know what's real.
Well, sir, I did send Captain Marquardt the article, and he's going to look into that.
Most of
those are his words. I'm gonna look into it.
Oh boy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to that Big up Captain Marquardt. Protza, go ahead, brother. You want to say something?
Khan Slaki, sir, if I may. The reason why Captain Marquardt don't know anything about him, because Captain Marquardt is doing the work.
Yeah,
He's too busy building Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. He's in the streets. This guy's in the house. He's
at the church.
He's inside somewhere hiding. Captain Marquardt is actually outside in the streets with them soldiers he raised up out there all crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man. Listen, we're gonna drop that. Karab, you got anything you want to add on, man?
Concert, I had something on. If I could, let me get Romans 8. Romans 8 and what's it? Romans 8 and 33. Concert. Now we went over this yesterday, but this is a perfect time to bring it up again. You know what I'm saying? If it's some was it Arabs coming into our place or a brother that's a goddamn Christian talking about there's no hope for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians at all. Listen, I want everybody to listen and remember this. What we about to bring out. Shar, read what you got when you get the chance.
No, sir. Romans chapter 8, verse 33. Who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect?
Right.
Is it God that justifieth?
Right. Who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect? Who can talk about anything about God's people, man? Who could say that there's no hope for them? Who can say they all run down, that you could just move into their buildings? You didn't want them to live there, but yet you want to take charge and say, you know what? Take over the buildings of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Or you see people in distress and you label them as a no hope people. You label them as they're no good and they have no self of civilization at all. Because why? You think European came to civilize us, and because we're here in America, you should be better people. You should be civilized. You should know better. Why are you rioting and stealing and doing this? You know what? There's no hope for you.
Should be grateful.
Goddamn, there's no hope for you. That's the mentality America has on blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. But what does the Bible say about God's people?
Verse 34. Who is he that condemneth?
Who is who? What?
Who is he that condemneth?
Who is he that condemneth? Who is the only one that condemned blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? Go ahead, Ashar.
It's not this preacher. It's not this pastor.
It's not him.
It is Christ.
It is who?
It is Christ that died. Yea, rather, that is risen again.
Right.
Who is even at the right hand of God.
Right.
Who also maketh intercession for us.
Right. Intercession is negotiate for us. Listen, it is Jesus Christ, Yahawashi Mashiach, the one and only King of Kings, is the only one who condemned so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The only one who could say that, you know what? You have no hope in the kingdom, or you're gonna be the least in the kingdom of heaven. He's the only one that could justify saying that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have no hope. But thank the Lord that this is not white Jesus I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm talking about a black man with a fro that wants the death of our oppressor. And because of that, guess what? There's hope for black men out there, man. Right. There's hope for a black little girl, a black little boy, a Native Indian boy, man, soldier, an unborn child. Guess what? There's hope for you. Thus said the Lord God of the goddamn Bible, man. There's hope for a black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian. And don't let no man tell you otherwise.
That's right.
Keep going, Ashar.
Tell us, sir. Verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ?
Right, who's going to separate us from the love of Christ? Because we know if you love Christ, you know that is hope for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. And when there's hope, guess what? You're going to always love Christ. And when you love Christ, guess who else you love? The Father, which is in heaven, man. And when you love the Father, guess what? You know your Father is a man of war. And there is no losing when you're the God of everything, man. And because of that, what happens, Ashar? Keep going.
Shall tribulation.
Shall what?
Shall tribulation.
Shall tribulation separate you from the love of Christ? Keep going.
Or distress.
Or distress.
Or persecution.
Or persecution.
Or famine.
Or famine.
Or nakedness.
Or nakedness.
Or peril.
Or
sword.
Is any of these things going to stop blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians from having hope that we're going to make it out here through our King Jesus Christ? Keep going.
Verse 36.
Right.
As it is written.
As is what?
As it is written.
As it is written, like goddamn lyrics out of the Nostradamus. Out of DMX, what was his album again? The first album?
It's dark and hell.
As dark and hell is hot. Just as lyrics written on there, it's words written right on some goddamn stones and scrolls. As it is written, keep going.
For thy sake, we are killed all the day long.
Right.
We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter.
Listen, we are killed all the day long and counted as sheep for the slaughter, but keep going.
Concert. Verse 37.
Nay, as much as we die and go to the slaughter, listen, nay, nothing will stop us from the love that we have for Jesus Christ, man. As the scripture says, keep going.
In all these things, we are more than conquerors,
right?
Through him that loved us.
And that's important, man. It said, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. We are people that's conquerors, man. We conquer over all the things and tribulations and prevails that we go through, right? How much times that we've been through the biblical times to now, we had no food, we had no water, we had no clothes, our children dying, we are slaving ourselves to death. And guess what happened? We made it out of it alive to tell the tale, man, right? Ain't nothing could stop Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians through the hell that we go through. Keep going.
Concern. Verse 38. For I am persuaded that neither death.
Listen, I am convinced that neither what?
Death.
Neither what?
Death.
When you don't have food, what can happen?
Death.
When you out there in a goddamn -2 degrees, what can happen?
Death.
Listen, you out there watching your child getting molested. What might happen? Because you're gonna go out there and might kill a pastor?
Death.
Keep going.
Nor love, nor life,
nor
angels,
right?
Nor principalities, nor powers, nor things, nor things present, nor things to come.
Keep going.
Concert. Verse 39. Nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature,
right,
shall be able to separate us from the love of God.
And finish up.
Which is in Christ Jesus our Lord.
Listen, and that's letting you ain't nothing on the goddamn planet is gonna stop Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians believing in hope, man. Hope is from the love of so-called Jesus Christ, Yahushua, man. And with that, you know, when you believe in Yahushua, you know hope is around the corner. You know that oppression is soon gonna disappear, and you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna be rulers of the goddamn planet.
That's right.
You're gonna be mayors and governors and kings and gods. And guess what? Everybody else is gonna bow down to you, and they're gonna wish for hope. They're gonna wish for. I pray that Shalaya Allah feeds my whole community today. I hope he has enough righteousness in his soul that he's gonna feed all my Edomite family members, that we won't die today. And just maybe then they'll understand what hope is and not giving up on their brothers and sisters, man.
And I'm not going to feed them, by the way. Just let them know. Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Ops crowd dropping it heavy, man. You know what I mean? Look, if we want that, we want to be them kings and them gods and everything. You know what I mean? We got to stop doing certain things, man. Get out that Christian church. Get out that Christian church and that Muslim mosque and all that Buddhism and whatever other garbage, tarot card reading and all of that garbage, all that Scorpio, Virgo garbage. Get out of that. You know what I'm saying? Leave that garbage alone, man, and come and obtain your position in this kingdom of God, man. You know what I'm saying? Come and obtain your position in the kingdom of God, man. You worth that. You better than that. The garbage you're doing, you're better than that. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna let it be known. Now, go ahead, brother.
If I may say, hope. There's always hope when there's war, right? And this is a spiritual war that all Black, Hispanic, and Native American people have been going through, are going through right now, and will continue to go through in the future. And we should all be grateful that we have hope that this war will be ended by Christ when he returns.
Right.
Right? But until Christ returns, there's a war going on outside.
Damn right.
No one is safe. No black child is safe. No Hispanic child is safe. No Native American child is safe. We are under attack because our oppressors, they hate us and they're at war with each other. And with that, we're gonna break into our segment of the War Report. What's going on? What's going on? We would like to introduce Officer Yawa Allah.
Yeah, give him a hand. Give him a hand.
Give him a hand. The man in charge of the War Report.
Yeah, that's the man right there. Officer Yawa Allah. Also, big of addictive chaos. This is the man behind all that fine stuff y'all be buying out there. You know what I'm saying? Big of addictive chaos. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yawa Allah representing ISUPK Long Island, holding it down, man. What's going on with you, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. And things are looking good. Things are looking good on this part. We're going quick fire. We're going to quick fire the War Report. You know what I mean? Let's go right into the first article, NPR, if you don't mind. Officer Shaw.
Let's go. We're going to pull it up on this end real quick. You know, so we're going to pull it up real quick. You know what I mean? Now, there's a lot of things going on out here, man. A lot of war going on outside.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Most High Crash. Now, what's going on with this article? What you got?
It says 90 tons of U.S. military aid arrives in the Ukraine as border tensions with Russia rise. So the U.S. has been spending millions and millions of dollars trying to supply to Ukraine in case Russia does something. Now, here's the kicker. They agreed that they're going to keep negotiating in this time period. And but the U.S. is getting ready to jump in this thing. So if you don't mind, let's start with this first article.
Now, real quick, let me ask you a question. What's the benefit of the U.S. jumping into? Like, why is the U.S. getting involved?
Because first off, the U.S. is the first time the U.S. haven't had a war in 200 years. What people don't realize is the U.S. economy is based off slavery and war.
Right.
Those two things. Now we're having a problem with the economy because the slaves won't go to work. So the only way that the U.S. replenishes a lot of this money is from going to war, and from that war you get resources. And so what's happening is we could go back a little bit. In the beginning of the month, Russia was in talks with China doing military exercises together. This scared the U.S. because they don't want their enemies linking up together, especially the other two superpowers of the world. So they want to quickly push Russia's hand to go to war, so that because Russia won't win a war with the U.S., not by itself. So one, they get to have resources. They want to have more military bases, and they want to push their hand. They want to make sure they don't get a chance to link up with other superpowers, because the U.S. is on a decline, and the only way it can sustain itself is through war and through slavery, essentially, exploiting different countries and things of that nature. So when it sees enemies start linking up, it had to quickly go for a push. So the first push they did was asking the Ukraine to join NATO. This way, Ukraine counts as like U.S. land if anyone tried to invade it. And also, they get to point missiles at Russia because it's on Russia's border. Right. So this is the benefit of the U.S. going to war. It's been a Cold War for 60 plus years, but they wanted to heat up a little bit. Remember, with war, especially what you'll see right here, comes military contracts, and with military contracts comes money. So that's why they drumming the drums of war. So if you don't mind, let's jump right into it.
You got it. 90 tons of U.S. military aid arrives in Ukraine as border tensions with Russia rise. I wish 90 tons of U.S. aid came to the ghettos.
That'd be nice.
What concert?
This is where the money's going. This is where your money's going, and it's gonna provide some more information in the article.
Continued. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I miss something? Okay.
No,
Continued tensions between Ukraine and Russia have led to the U.S. providing 90 tons of military aid that arrived in Ukraine, as roughly 100,000 Russian troops remain stationed along the border. The shipment is part of the additional 200 million of lethal aid approved by President Biden in late December and includes ammunition for Ukraine's frontline defenders. The U.S. Embassy in Kiev tweeted, overall, the U.S. has provided $650 million in defense equipment and services to the Ukraine in the past year, the most it has ever given.
Let me jump in real quick. That answers that other question when you're saying, like, how does it benefit? So it's like an investment. You think of it this way. The U.S. just spent $650 million to Ukraine to supply them in case something happens. Well, the Ukraine got to pay that back with interest. And a good way to pay it back is resources or agreements to where, okay, you'll join NATO, definitely. So this is how, smaller countries can sort of get extorted into doing the U.S. bidding. So this kind of shows where we're at right now. Now, there's something I want to get into. This next article from the Moscow Times, because what the U.S. is doing, they don't have any real legal recourse to go to war with Russia, right? So it's still, the tension is still, why are you getting involved? So instead of putting their troops on the ground, they're supplying Ukraine with weapons, but also if they do things like tell all the U.S. citizens in Moscow to evacuate, that's kind of confirming that it's an act of war going on. So they have to tell them, you don't have to evacuate. We're still going to try to work this out, because they don't want the U.S. citizens in Moscow to think there's an actual war, because Moscow will think it's an actual war. So they have to be very strategic with how they do this. And if you don't mind, let's get right into that.
Before I continue, Officer Kashakawa said, they're always talking about they have no funding for anything, yet they have all this money for a goddamn war.
Right.
Listen, the U.S. budget is more than the next 10 countries after it combined.
Right.
I mean, come on. Just like I said before, just the NYPD's budget is larger than the whole Ukraine's military budget. That's one city. You understand? Listen, when it comes to the liquid and comes to cash, U.S. has money, just not for you. If you piggybacking on what you said earlier, listen, those projects have been in squalor for decades. 3 months after the Afghans come here, they renovated them, which means they could have always renovated them. It's the same housing authority who was saying, we have no money, that's what we can do. They can. They just not working for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're your enemy. That's the thing. It's just to piggyback on what you guys were speaking on earlier. There's always money for war. There's never money for you.
Also, yeah, Khan, and that's a fact. It's always money for war. Just not no money for us to eat.
Right.
Khan. Let's keep it rolling.
Now, this is from the Moscow Times, an independent news from Russia.
Right.
It says the United States. Yeah. The United States is not at this time organizing an evacuation of American citizens from Ukraine, despite rising fears of an unspecified military action by Russia, a State Department spokesperson said Saturday. In the event matters deteriorate, however, American citizens should not anticipate that there will be U.S. government-sponsored evacuations, but there was evacuations for Afghans.
Absolutely.
Hey, I was just about to get into that. when it look, the U.S. won't even sponsor evacuations for its own people, right? That's in Moscow. Meaning, if war pops off, tough shit for you. But Afghanistan and Afghanis, not only will we sponsor the evacuation, we'll hold them up in military bases to make sure not one Afghani is, go without shelter, and then we'll renovate your hoods that we couldn't do before somehow, and place them in it. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about it. Afghanistan, they want those resources. They don't want to seem like they handle their people harshly. But when it comes to the actual American citizen, you're a product. You're not a producer. America, the thing we sell abroad is our people buy stuff. Come here and make money. Right? That's but we don't actually produce anything. So that means your value isn't high. Right? Why if you're in Moscow, you're not buying stuff for the US, so who cares what happens to your life? And that's how cold our pressures are. You know what I mean? They don't care. They like you said earlier, no, they don't care for the old. They don't care. They care about this empire. And this is one of the things you have to understand. This empire is slipping. And as it slips, all of those promises go out the window. All the promises of democracy and civility, all that goes out the window. Because they will protect their empire above anything else.
Con, absolutely. Yeah, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? How the oppressor is the oppressor. He shows his colors each and every time. You know what I mean? Each and every time. But this is a beautiful thing to see the U.S. moving in on the Ukraine. Now, this also obviously must bring some tensions between the U.S. and what, Russia?
Yeah, Russia.
Yes, and China. Remember,
and China.
What's happening is there's like a pseudo partnership going on. So you gotta understand, there's always legalities with things like this, right? So if I, legally say you are my ally, that comes with consequences. But if I just join you, I never said you was my ally. It gives plausible deniability, right? But essentially, you are allies. Like China and Russia are sweetening up. They're becoming friends.
So
superpowers are teaming up.
Also, they had war games not too long ago between Russia, China, and North Korea, where they all demonstrated their power, had a whole little strategic thing going on, I think about a year ago.
Well, it actually happened at the beginning of this month. Let's go to the next article, because that's going to get into, the Wall Street Journal article, which is China and Russia military.
Now, let me ask you real quick. You know what I'm saying? With the article we just brought out, how does that affect the brothers and sisters in the ghetto? What that's a brother or sister in the ghetto that's watching, listening, they're like, Ukraine, whatever that is, whatever. How does that affect them or us?
I'll give you a perfect example. Right? The U.S. has budgets in which they spend this money legally, right? So if they blow the budget on military, which is $780 billion annually, that's how much the military budget is. So if the U.S. budget is blown on the military, there's no budgeting. They can legally say we can't renovate your housing. We can't. This hood, it got to be a slum. Like, you got to think about this. The reason the Afghans was able to get put into those neighborhoods, and also the buildings and the housing authority was able to renovate, because those Afghans was on military bases, right? That's part of the military budget. So the military budget determined that they put those people in your neighborhoods.
Right.
And what they do on the world stage directly affects even the brother in the ghetto.
Yeah, good night. The scriptures talk about World War III. You know what I'm saying? And your opinion, is this the tip of the iceberg right here? Is this you think this is leading?
It's the tip. It's the tip of the iceberg. You got to think about this. The different crowns on the dragon is coming together. You know what I mean? They come united. So China and Russia are doing war games together, like as a team. They have an enemy. That's the U.S., which means the U.S. is going to have to respond to all of this, which means the U.S. is going to have to use all that money to respond to us, which means there's not going to be any money for your people, for our people, for anyone. Like they're not. That's what happens when an empire has sustained itself. It neglects the things it don't care about, and us, are something it don't care about. Which means as this gears up, your neighborhoods, your budgets, and all of that is going to get worse for you.
Right.
You think you're in the hood now.
Good, Karan.
No, concert. No, and the crazy part about it, if you have to actually think about why this concerns Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men, then you have not been paying attention at all. You know what I'm saying? Or you might be tuning in for the very first time and don't know the scriptures. But anytime your oppressor goes to war, guess who, nigga, is gonna be in the front of the line of the war? We're in every front line of every white man's war.
That's right.
We're the most casualties. We're the ones healing him back up. Right. We're the ones building his weapons, his this. We're the smartest people, but he don't want you to know that. He wants you to think Einstein was out there building the greatest bomb ever, but it's probably Jeffrey in the goddamn basement. You know what I'm saying? Who was helping Einstein out every goddamn day. A nigga is always a nigga when it comes to war. You know why? Because you come from a god of war.
That's right.
Right.
Nigga, you come from a father of war, so you're the prince of a war. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, he's gonna use you for war. You're gonna be right there in those fighter jets. You're gonna be building his outfits, his boots, his bullets. You listen, even if you don't want to be in the war, where he gonna put you? He gonna put you in jail, where you in jail making things for the war. Everything that happens for the goddamn oppressor, you are in the front lines of it.
Right.
Even if you don't believe it, you
right.
are.
Right.
Just to piggyback off of that, every U.S. helmet is made in jail. All military uniforms are made in jail. All are made in jail.
Good night.
Now you gotta think about this. The only reason they don't have a draft right now is because they get to use college as a benefit to get the poor people, to get Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians into the military. That's why they have those commercials. If anything, those are the most diverse commercials you've ever seen. All you see is Black, Hispanic, Native American, because that's how they got rid of even having to do a draft. As long as you are poor, I can offer you money to do my bidding. And that's how we fund the military. That's how we supply it. That's how we supply it. You know, it's like in many industries it's like that. It would be no NBA if people wasn't poor. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to join to get out the hood. Like, and all of this stuff is based off your oppression.
Right. And you know
so why would they stop it?
The plot twist and all that is, nigga, you are in artillery. Congratulations, you in the front line. You ain't gonna see that paycheck, nigga. You not. You that what was it? That Hellcat that you just bought. You're not gonna enjoy that.
Right.
You're not gonna enjoy all those funds that you getting from the war. You know why? Because you're gonna be dead in the first year of this war. And guess what? Now your mother, your father, your rib, or what your children's gonna get an American flag of your blood because why? You wanted we in the military.
Damn right. Your process. I wanted to say something real quick.
The Slakiato one, if I may. No, I just want to make a statement about how they catered to the Blacks, Hispanics, the Native Indians to join the army, so on and so forth. It was about like 6 months ago. You know, the brother just graduated out of high school, and he said he was going to go into the military.
Right.
I'm like, there's a war going on right now. You're going to be on the front line.
Right.
So, pretty much, I talked to the brother, so on and so forth. He joined the military.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy and insane. And Lord be with that brother, man. So a lot of brothers and sisters making that mistake. You know what I mean? Now, Yawala, real quick, I wanted to just it's gonna be the last question for this segment. I just wanted to ask you one good question that you something you had said, how all the military equipment is made in the prison system. Would you say that Black on Black crime, it helps benefit the push of this military and so on? You know what I mean? Like, does that play a part? The Black on Black crime and the 2 million, almost 3 million brothers and sisters incarcerated in prison. Does that assist America in their wars.
It assists America in everything. You have to understand, the prison center system is the cheapest labor that you can legally do in America. So, and remember, black on black crime allows them to increase their budget, so they can show we had this many arrests, we had this many, so we need more money, more money, more money. So yeah, it increases it because not just the military. I mean, the phone companies, Verizon, all your TV networks, Disney, all of these companies, they use prison labor. When you call the phone company, the person speaking to you might be in jail. They're not allowed to tell it to you, but that's who might be you speaking to.
Right.
A call center in jail.
Right.
Like, so it funds America. These companies, just think about this, right? Like, they don't have to do sweatshops because they got the prison center. That's sweatshops, and it's legal, right? No one's coming to break a story on their sweatshops and shut them down. No, it's legal.
Right.
Remember, these prisons have contracts with the states, so the beds must be filled.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And just real quick before we end the segment, just to piggyback what you just said, black man, woman, and child, if you're listening, man, the black on black crime and the drug selling and everything that we doing out here in these streets, you know, we funding America. You are funding America in your actions, man. You know what I'm saying? You're absolutely funding. You think you hate Donald Trump. You think you really hate the government and you hate the police force and all of that. Your crimes fund them. You understand? Your crimes are funding them. You know what I mean? Yo, Yahweh Allah, we want to thank you, brother, real quick for your segment, of course. We look forward to it each and every week. You're bringing out things that brothers and sisters are not paying attention to. They're too busy with loving hip hop in New York or whatever that garbage is called. Instagram, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Twerk challenges and all these things. Our brothers and sisters is not worried about, are not thinking about what's real. And what's real is that we are going to war, and black man, woman, and child, you are funding it. You know what I'm saying? You are funding it with your disgusting, dirty Christian actions. You understand? Give y'all all a hand real quick, man. He deserves that.
Opportunity.
We're looking forward to next week. I know you're gonna drop something heavy on us. You know what I'm saying? We're looking forward to next week, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on back with something nice and strong, man. We really appreciate you, brother.
The water.
All right, Most High in Christ, man. Look, this is let it be known, man. We're gonna go into another article real quick. We kind of press on the time. We might go a little past 6 o'clock, but we got about 2 more articles we might want to bring out real quick, and a little bit of UBK music. You know what I'm saying, from the Akim. You know what I'm saying, that you know, that want to get their music played and all of that. So we're gonna do that. Let's get into the next article real quick. My man AG, where you at?
Concern, we're gonna stay on this war subject, you know.
Let's get it.
Because just like Officer Yahweh Allah was talking about the war that's going on with our oppressors amongst themselves, there's a war going on right now in the streets of New York, right? Mm-hmm. We just got a new mayor, and he's black. And since this new mayor got into office, starting January 1st, New Year's Day, cops have been being shot and killed in New York City, which means that there has been a greater increase in police presence in all the hoods and all the ghettos and all the projects. And right now, you guys remember that that NYPD unit where the cops were dressed up in plain clothes and they were going around terrorizing the brothers and sisters? Well, guess what? The black mayor that black people and Hispanic people voted for is bringing it back.
Right.
That's right.
Let's share this real quick.
Now, how disgusting is that? How disgusting is that? Knowing that these plainclothes cops that hop out of Subarus and run up on you and harass you. Now, you don't know who this is run up on you. Now, you punch them in the face or you stab one of them or defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because they run up on you with some jeans and New Balances on.
Right.
New York fitted to the side.
Yeah, well, New York fitted to the side. And you run up and you defend yourself. Now you'd have caught you an extra charge now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Baratazar.
Salakia, sir. I remember this. I thought it was the reason why they took it away because it was like illegal.
It was. That's why they took it away.
Right.
Yeah, and then they're bringing it back because it's illegal.
And it works.
Yeah, and it works. It's effective. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It doesn't matter about right or wrong.
Right.
It's effective. You understand? And they're gonna be running down these young men and women out here. You know what I'm saying?
And
Harassing them.
Children too.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget the children.
Yeah, they're gonna run down these youngsters. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you're gonna see a lot more 11 and 13-year-olds being slammed on the hood of cars.
Yeah.
Now.
Right.
And listen, this is not just a New York thing. This is gonna spread across America.
We just read about
where we scattered
Chicago.
to. Look at Chicago. Yeah. We actually have another article about an 8-year-old or something in Chicago, right? Did we do that?
No, we did that one already with the pastor. He was
That's right.
outraged.
That's right. He was talking about that garbage. Yeah. Listen, this is gonna be all over Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia, whatever major city, and little small cities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The ones that don't got no baseball team and basketball team and all the little small cities. It's gonna happen there. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because this is the tip of the iceberg right here. You know what I'm saying? This article is based out of New York, but this effect and this action is going to be worldwide wherever we're scattered at. You want to say something, Parazza?
Khan, Slaki Certified May. They also was doing this like it's not only individuals, it's in groups. They're gonna be gathering whole groups.
Man,
going
listen.
to jail. The paddy wagon gonna come back.
The patio, absolutely. And Parazza brought the paddy wagon. Listen, I know when I was coming up, when I was a young brother, teenager coming up and all of that. Listen, police will strip you on the street.
Right.
They'll check your balls and your ass. And I'm saying it clear like that so you can understand. They'll check your balls and your ass in front of everybody outside on the streets. And that's gonna make you want to kill them. I'm not saying do it, but it's gonna infuriate you. Because that's molestation, that's almost rape. That they would check your butthole outside in front of everybody, check your sack, make you separate your rod and your sack and all of that, and check you and all of that. Tell you to open your mouth, you know what I'm saying, and lift up your tongue and do all of this outside. And then they don't find nothing to take what's in your pocket and then move on. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying nothing that's not, you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, and they get away with doing that.
This is what they do.
Because they said, we were checking for weapons. We thought he had a weapon.
Yeah, this was
so they're allowed to search you right there and then.
And the black man, Eric Adams, am I mistaken? Yep. Eric Adams, the second black mayor of New York City.
Dinkins, I think, was the first one.
He's the first one. Eric Adams, he brought that back. That's his special gift for your son,
who you voted for,
and your daughter.
Right.
They're gonna stick their fingers in her vagina to make sure she's not stashing nothing up there. Finger her in her ass to make sure she's not stashing nothing. Stick their fingers in her mouth to make sure she's not holding nothing under her tongue and her gums and her lips and all of that. He brought that back. Go ahead, Parazza.
And also, if you become the mayor of New York, he knows about New York, and he have to be an eyewitness to this stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Eyewitness to, because it was everywhere.
Absolutely.
Doesn't
everywhere, even in Yonkers.
Right.
It was everywhere.
Doesn't he bring up a story that he lost like a childhood friend or something like that to the street violence, and because of that he wants like
he may have. I
I'm
didn't
pretty
hear that.
sure he did. He said that a couple of times.
Yeah, he may have. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm sure he hates black people,
of course,
and Hispanic people. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to do something about it. And black man, woman, and child, this is what he's doing. And guess what? It's just going to be a domino effect across the country. You understand? Across the country. They're going to catch you on some back street out in Mississippi where there's no street lights.
Right.
And they're going to do you dirty. They're going to do you dirty.
Shaka Wood just said that right now. He said in Jersey, if they don't find nothing, they'll put something on you.
Yeah, they'll throw something on you real quick because they want to get their numbers up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, damn, they'll make your children eat on the garbage. What the hell you think they care about you?
They got quotas.
They care about you. You making your daughter eat some dirty spit, snot-filled waffle that she didn't want, making her eat it. Now, what they gonna do to you? Let's read what we got.
Concert.
I'm sorry, hold on. You want to say something? You good? All right, no sweat. Let's rock out. Let's see.
This is from the NCPR. New Yorkers want gun violence to end. A controversial police unit returns to help. Right? This was that African Amadou Diallo, right? They put a picture of him. No, the Diallo is African.
Is Africa?
Gun.
Yeah, I believe so.
It says an 11-month-old girl was struck by a stray bullet that hit the parked car she was in on a street in the Bronx Wednesday. Last night, 2 police officers were shot, one fatally as they checked out a domestic dispute call in Harlem. That was the one that was happening right here on 135th.
Right.
Right?
It was last night?
Yeah. No, 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Where that Hispanic cop was killed.
Mm-hmm.
It said the suspected gunman also was killed. These cases and those of hundreds of others over the past year have frustrated residents and police alike. They want the gun violence to stop. New York City Mayor and former cop Eric Adams, because he's a former cop, has vowed to put an end to it.
I love him.
Among his strategies, reinstating the controversial plainclothes police unit, its special anti-crime street unit with officers dressed as civilians.
Because he probably was one of them. He probably was sitting there hopping out on people with his plain clothes on, beating niggas up and all of that. He probably was one of them doing it. You know what I mean? And it felt like this was effective. I can dress up like a nigga and then hop out on some niggas
Put on
and
some
beat a
gold
nigga.
chains, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Wow. Well,
if I may say,
please go ahead, brother. Please.
my father was a detective, right? He protected Mayor Dinkins and all that stuff. He told me what they would used to do. Like they work with impunity. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? Like this is how I distrust the police from my father telling me, how they act. Because he firsthand, like even the broken window charges, when it's like jumping a turnstile and things like that. Like these are stuff you can't really prove, like jaywalking. You know what I mean? Like they have these things set up so they could just they're able to arrest you. And when you think about that, you think about a plainclothes unit. They're gonna go wild with planning evidence. They're gonna go wild with it because there's nothing that can be proven. And despite the fact that crime has went down 50% since '92 to now, 50%. Crime's on the decline. In general, you think they could gentrify all these neighborhoods with crime up? Crime's on the decline, but these cops want their budget. Their budget has been increasing every year. So they need things like this. Like they need sensationalized, a cop was shot. The biggest killer of police in the past 2 years have been COVID-19, not shootings at all.
Right.
So they're trying to justify their budget. He used to be a cop. He understands that. Meaning they probably got him in office. The the Fraternal Order of Police probably got him in office from their funds, and now he's paying it back. Because remember, with these plainclothes arrests, it could be anything. So arrests will go up, and arrest is how they justify their budget. Right? We arrested. This year we arrested 2 times as many people, so we need our budget to increase. Not that those cases are going to pan out. That doesn't matter. It's all about arrest. And now that people are plain clothes and they basically have their own unit, meaning they have their own they investigate themselves. It's just going to be wild. It's going to be hell out there.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I said,
if I could,
yeah, please.
If I could, let me get Ecclesiasticus 10:1. Let me get that real quick. What's the I keep forgetting his name now. The the mayor, right?
Eric Adams.
Eric Adams. All right, so Mr. Adams, we're gonna call him. So let's see what this scripture is talking about.
Ecclesiasticus 10:1?
Yeah.
Eric Adams.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 verse 1.
Right.
A wise judge will instruct his people.
Right.
And the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Right. So it says a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. So a prudent man, that's a wise man. He's going to keep order in the government and your streets and your towns and your schools and your bodegas or wherever you're going to go. He's going to make sure everything is well and in order. Same thing with the judge. The judge is going to make sure the police is right, the fire department, this and that. But Mr. Adams, this black man who he is the father of the devil, you know what I'm saying? He want to be like his father. Keep going. What else does it say?
Concert, verse 2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
So as the judge of the people is himself, so are the officers. So if he's acting out of rate and he hate niggas, and my friend died over gang violence, and because of that I can never let it happen to another black family, you know, because if he thinks like that, guess who else is gonna think like that? What does it say?
It says,
read it again though. Read it
as
again.
the judge of the people is himself.
So Mr. Adams think like that. Who's gonna think like that?
The judge of the people is himself. So are his officers.
So is who?
His officers.
New York police. What?
Officers.
They're gonna think like that too. They're gonna go out there and want to stop and frisk everyone too. They're gonna want to go out there and be in plain clothes and bring it back too. So you know what's funny? That comes back. You know what else might come back? That illegal chokehold that killed Eric Garner. That might come back too. Legally now. And you know what else might come back? You getting shot legally. Because guess what? You going out with Black Lives Matter doing this, trying to stop them from goddamn having guns. To the point you want them to just use tasers. Well, guess what now? You got a plain undercover cop. Guess what might just be legal now? Just blasting niggas for no reason now. All that's gonna come back. Why? Reverse 2 again, Ashar?
As the judge of the people is himself. So are his officers.
So his officers. So whatever the judge feels like, whoever the mayor and the governor, how they feel, the officers are going to be the same, because guess what? They follow who their leader is.
That's right.
Keep going.
And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
That's a heavy scripture.
And that all they that dwell therein. Keep going.
Verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people.
Listen, and that's heavy, because guess what? He feel like he the goddamn king of New York now. He feel like, listen, I'm gonna bring all this back. But and literally, he doesn't know he's about to kill and destroy his people.
Right.
He's ready to bring all this stuff back, stop and frisk and undercover cops and listen, illegal. I'm telling you, illegal chokeholds, that's coming back. Don't be shocked when there's more brothers getting choked out like Eric Garner. Don't be shocked. If a plain cop is coming back, guess what? Chokeholds is coming back. That's guaranteed to come back, man.
Sluggy, sir. Kashaka Boy said, if they're going back to plain clothes, then it won't be any body cams.
Right.
So because no one will know that they're cops.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna go back to just being wicked like they used to be.
And even if there is body cams, who cares? There's body cams now, and they still don't get a charge of the goddamn crime.
Right.
It don't matter. It don't matter if there's body cams at all, because guess what? The judge doesn't care about body cams. So how the judges, guess what? The officers is going to feel the same way. But if you could keep going real quick, Ashar.
Concert. But through the prudence of them which are in authority,
right,
the city shall be inhabited.
Yeah, listen, man. At the end of the day, your king, your judge, your governor, he is the authority that's going to make sure it's either right or wrong. He's going to make sure if the officers are right, and that's by how he is, by how he rules, how your governor, your king, your prince, your God, however they rule, guess what? That's how the officers going to rule. That's how the Levites is going to rule. That's how the kingdom of heaven is going to be, by whoever's ruling it. Go ahead. You want to say something?
If I may.
Yeah, go ahead, Yawala.
The scripture you're bringing out is so heavy because
Con.
people don't know how that chain works. Like officers, NYPD officers uphold the office of mayor. Like that is what they're doing. Remember, we don't vote officers in; they get deputized by the mayor. So the office they're upholding is the office of mayor. He signs all their checks. So it's just the scripture you bringing out is laser. It's laser focused because that is exactly what's happening. These officers uphold the office of mayor. He deputizes them. You know what I mean? So anything he says goes. So if he's saying he wants these things to come back, they will come back, and his behavior will dictate these officers' behavior because they uphold his office.
Right.
It's like that's what I want to bring up.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let me get John 8:44 real quick. And then we're gonna get off of this. But this is this is just a product of a sellout. You know what I'm saying? Absolute sellout of his people. Don't really care about his people. Selfish bastard. You know what I mean? And he's letting it be known. He's showing it. You know what I'm saying? That he's just a selfish, disgusting bastard. Well, let's see what John chapter 8, verse 44 has to say about some disgusting bastard like this. Let's get it.
John chapter 8, verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are of your father, the devil.
And that's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's a black cop, and all black and Hispanic cops, you just following after your daddy, who is the oppressor, who's the white man.
Right.
You're following after your daddy. You think you're tough. You're not tough. He thinks you're a joke. You're a clown. You want to say something, Shar?
I actually have an article about how over hundreds of cases are going to be thrown out because of a Hispanic cop acting just like his daddy.
Right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, see, there you go. A Spanish cop acting just like his daddy, who's a disgusting, filthy bastard. You understand? Let's keep going real quick.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
Oh, you will murder niggas. Say it again.
The lust of your father ye will do.
You're gonna murder Hispanics. Say it again.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
Plant drugs and all types of garbage on brothers and sisters because what?
The lust of your father ye will do.
That's what you're here to do. You disgusting, filthy, sellout bastard. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're here to do. Eric Adams and the rest of you black and Hispanic cops. Just a bunch of sellout, disgusting bastards doing the lust of your father. Keep going.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He was always a murderer from the very beginning.
Right.
All the way back to Genesis. He was a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
And now he trained you to be one. And that's exactly what you're going to do. Be a goddamn filthy, disgusting murderer. Even if you're not the one pulling the trigger or doing the choking, you're going to send people out to do it.
Right.
And you're still a murderer. Go ahead.
And abode not in the truth.
There is no truth in him at all. Absolutely no truth. You're too saturated with disgustingness. You know what I'm saying? Your body, you need a detox. Your body is filled with shit. Excuse my language. I say it for teach purposes. You know what I'm saying? You're disgusting and filthy on the inside, and you don't know anything else besides that. Keep going.
Because there is no truth in him.
There is no truth in you. Go ahead.
When he speaketh a lie,
he
speaketh of his own.
Yeah, when this oppressor speaks of a lie, he's speaking of his own. You understand? And guess what? Black and Hispanic cop, black and Hispanic mayors, black and Hispanic public officials, and so forth and so on. You've inherited the same spirit. Go ahead.
For he is a liar.
What?
For he is a liar.
Eric Adams, say again?
Is a liar.
That Spanish cop that you're going to bring out later, he's what?
Is a liar.
Yeah, they liars. They all liars because they love daddy.
Right.
And the lust of their daddy, they going to do. And the white man is your daddy, tough guy. The white man is your daddy, tough guy. You with the Batman belt on. And all your little utilities and all that on your belt. All your cups and nightsticks and mace and your gun and all of that. You with the Batman belt on, the white man's your daddy. Keep going.
And the father of it.
And there you go. You want to say something, Shar?
And I want to let every black, Hispanic, and Native American know one thing. Not only do you have to be careful of the police all over the country, and since we're in New York, we're speaking directly about the New York Police Department, right? But you also have to be careful about these fake Israelite groups who are also police officers themselves.
Right.
Who hide themselves in sheep's clothing, but in reality, they are wolves. And while they're on the corner pretending to be us, while they're on the corner pretending to be like Commanding General Yohana, while they're on the corner pretending to give you the word of God, right? You're going to be hearing this. While you're listening to try to change your life smoking that blunt, you're going to be hearing this. While you're on the corner debating whether you should give up your alcoholic addiction and throw that on liquor out your hand, you're going to be hearing this. While you're standing on the corner selling that dope and saying, damn, I really am, these guys are really telling me that I'm poisoning my community. Maybe I should change after I sell this one bag. Listen, those fake Israelite groups are going to handcuff you, snitch on you, turn you in because they're really after their own father. They're going to do the same lust as their father because these other groups are police officers. These other groups are law enforcement. These other groups are Detective Ricky and Detective Nate. They're going to arrest you, even though they're coming saying nice, smooth things and saying that you are the children of God. When you turn around, there's going to be cops in plain clothes stopping and frisking you because now Eric Adams, their buddy, is allowing them to do it.
Right.
Good night.
Salakia, so if I may, yeah, these fake Israelite groups, that's cops, they also, like you said, they're gonna be in plain clothes. They're gonna be in plain clothes.
Done. And let me just read a little bit more of this article real quick. It says, but plainclothes police are also a sensitive subject here. The unit was dismantled in 2020 after its tactics being declared unconstitutional. Residents and civil rights advocates had complained for years that the unit used excessive force and that it targeted people of color who it found suspicious. The anti-crime unit was primarily tasked with doing these stops, and they would do them violently, says Jen Borecha, a managing director at the legal nonprofit Bronx Defenders. They would throw people against walls. I mean, we had one client who is 13 years old who was thrown against the hood of a car.
13 years old.
Just for crossing the street.
Damn.
The peak of the stop and frisk era, as it was known, was in 2011. The NYPD stopped over 680,000 people. Only 9% of that number were white. The vast majority, an estimated 88%, had not committed any crimes.
And this is what the black mayor, Eric Adams, he wants to bring this stuff back. And
He's bringing it. He brought it back.
He's bringing this back.
Concert.
You know what I'm saying? Bringing it back. That's how disgusting and filthy it is. Go ahead, Paratazar.
Oh, sir, Salakia, sir, if I may, Officer Shagapan, when he just brought up that 13-year-old just for crossing the street and he was thrown on the hood, that's real talk because it happened to me. I was just crossing the street,
right,
and I got thrown in. I got thrown in on the hood and searched.
Right.
About a couple of blocks, away from I was just walking home. And that was my first harassment from the cop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did after that. I just went home because I thought it was normal.
Right. Like we all think it's normal. It's all think it's normal for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to get harassed by your oppressor. You think it's normal anyway. You know why you go to work and you think it's normal? You think it's normal for your boss to pick on you and tell you that you're late and that if you don't do better, that you could be fired or you could get written up. So guess what? You take that same mentality and it's out there in the world. When you go shopping, when you go to the mall, when you go to the movies, where anybody there that looks like you're an oppressor, guess what? You're going to think everything is normal when he's yelling at you. What you doing out here? You know you ran a red light? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice that, officer. Here's a ticket. Do better next time. I will. It's already in your mind for you to be docile. You know why? Because your parents didn't know no better. Your grandparents didn't know no better. Your great-grandparents didn't know no better. And when I mean they didn't know no better, that means that they went through the same problems. They didn't know no other ways to make it better. Guess what? And today on 2022, we all know better. The next generations of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, I can guarantee you, we know better and gonna do better. And that starts with the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Black God, a nigga God. Because a nigga God can get you together. A nigga God gonna make sure you understand what's right and wrong. And what's wrong is that this Mr. Adams, on top of the oppressor, is trying to keep you in the dirt even more. But there's a way out of that. And the only way out of that is you got to stop oppressing your brothers and sisters. Stop treating them like you the oppressor. You trying to oppress your neighbor like you some goddamn European when y'all in the same goddamn boat. So because of that, you got to start acting like y'all brothers and sisters. You got to stop acting like y'all family. That's where it always starts. It starts with coming together and putting your differences aside and then coming back to your God, man, your Father. That's where everything will come together. And guess what? Everything will start looking up from there.
Right.
Won't be no oppressor in sight. Won't be no plain white man in sight with a baseball cap talking about, yo, listen, man, you got that thing. Like you could clearly tell this is an undercover cop. They have never advanced in all these years. You would think they got the hip hop police, they got they own Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and yet they still look like goddamn undercover cops. They can never get past that. You know why? Because they don't have no spirit, man. And that's the thing that we have an advantage over them. We have a spirit of God on us. And because of that, listen, we can never lose. There's no losing, man. There is no losing when your Father is the goddamn God of war and he's the most high God that created everything. There is no losing. The problem is you're losing because you don't want to win. That's the problem. But what else will we have, Ashar?
We got this article. We got this article right here about that about the police officer that was hit with perjury.
Okay, let's get that.
It says Bronx DA drops over 130 cases tied to an ex-NYPD detective accused of perjury. It says, with Bronx prosecutors securing the dismissal of over 130 cases on Thursday, officials said more than 500 convictions across New York City have been or will be overturned due to their reliance on the testimony of an indicted former NYPD detective. That means this detective, it was a Hispanic guy.
Right.
His testimony put over 500 people in jail. His testimony put over 500 people in prison. And now, because they found that he was lying on the stand, they're going to get overturned or have already been in the process of being overturned. Because like Officer Shalab brought out in that scripture, he was doing the lust of his father. He was trying to be just like his dad. It says, Bronx District Attorney Darcel Clark said a judge tossed out 133 felony cases connected to Joseph Franco, who is alleged to have framed innocent people in his cases. And we all know when you are a hunter, you hunt in your own place. So we know damn sure the majority of the people that he got caught up, that he lied on, was his own people. His own Black and Hispanic people. It says her office's Conviction Integrity Bureau still plans to ask a judge to toss over 250 more cases that Franco is linked to. We did not want to dismiss or vacate out of hand all cases he was involved in. We investigated those that hinged on his testimony and sworn statements. His compromised credibility, suggests a lack of due process in the persecution of these defendants, and we cannot stand behind these convictions. Over 250 cases in Manhattan and Brooklyn have also been dropped that were connected to Franco, who was fired by the NYPD in April 2020. Manhattan prosecutors indicted Franco on perjury charges in 2019, accusing him of lying in testimony and paperwork. about witnessing drug transactions that security camera footage showed never took place.
Right.
Sounds like a person I know named Detective Nate.
Right, of course, man.
Right.
Say something so you want to bring it?
No.
If I could, real quick, I don't know if we about to leave after this, but let me get this last scripture just in case. Let me get damn, I just had John chapter 7 verse 24. Real quick, John chapter 7 verse 24. You know, a short scripture, sweet and get straight to the point. John chapter 7 verse 24.
I'm going to share the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
John chapter 7 verse 24.
Right.
Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgments.
Yeah, listen, man, and that is as plain as day. It says what again, Ashar?
It says, judge not according to the appearance,
Right.
but judge righteous judgments.
Right. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. When you work for the this devil and that's your father, you're going to judge by appearance. You're going to judge by every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian walking with a saggy pants and a Gucci belt on and some Timbs or a bubble coat. That's a North Face. He a drug dealer.
Right.
Anyone who's hanging in front of the bodega every day, same time, same place, don't go nowhere else. He sling that thing, man. He got rocks on him, or he got the heat on him. He got that gun on him.
Listen, if his pants are sagging, he
Right.
got them polo boots or the
Right.
or the beef and broccoli Timbs on, he's drug dealing.
Right, listen, or wherever you are, wherever country, not just New York, but whatever where a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian lay their head, that's what they think about us. That's how we get judged. We get judged by appearance. But it says what, Shaw?
It says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgments.
Yeah, but judge righteous judgments. Don't forget when every single cop or officer or governor, guess what they do? They put their hand on the goddamn Bible and say, "I'm gonna outright this law and blah blah blah. Word to God and my mother, whatever." They swearing to God they gonna upright the law, justice, whatever, blah blah blah. Guess what? This is in the Bible.
Sir,
they supposed to not judge by appearance, but by righteous judgment, Ashar.
But they're also legally allowed to lie.
Oh, of course, of course. But that's my point. They also put their hand on a goddamn Bible and swear they gonna uphold the law. Oh, God bless America as it should be, right? But listen, that's why we gotta be the judges of this earth. We gotta be righteous. We gotta judge righteous judgment and not by appearance. We can't be like these people, man. And this shows what happens when we act like the father, the devil. What happened? He thought he was gonna get away with this, didn't he? And it came back to bite him. You know why? Because he's a nigga just like me, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. That's why they came back and was like, "Listen, somebody gotta take this blame, man." What was his name again?
Joseph Franco.
And he's Dominican, right?
They didn't say, but they said he was Hispanic.
Listen. If he's a brother, no, especially if he's a brother, they guy was like, he gotta take the fall, man. He is not one of us. He gotta take that fall. Or you know how they do it. Listen, he young. He ain't make up that quota. He didn't have what's that term they say?
Status quo?
No. When you've been around in a company for a while, what's the name?
Tenure.
Well, yeah, he didn't have tenure. The water, y'all, he didn't have tenure. So because of that, he the youngest. Let him take the rap.
Yeah.
Salakia, sir. You know what I'm saying? When we say in Yonkers, he wasn't at the table.
Right. He wasn't at the table with us. Right. He was in the gym with us.
Yeah. He wasn't.
Shooting in the gym.
Right.
He wasn't there at all.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the white man's the devil. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody doing the white man's work, you can count yourself as one as well. You understand what I'm saying? You out here selling drugs, robbing, shooting and polluting, you know what I'm saying? And being a so-called black or Hispanic cop or correction officer or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Your daddy is the devil, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna get what you pay for. You're too close to the enemy, so you got to catch what they catch too. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all want to go one more? Or are we done?
Sir, we got like 14 more articles.
We got a ton of articles.
14 more.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all want some more, say something.
Type in one if you want us to keep going.
A couple more articles. know what I'm saying? Because we can go all night
Type
long.
1 in the chat if you
know
want
what
us
I'm
to
saying?
keep
It's
going.
a 2-hour show, but it's so much garbage going on out here in this earth that we can make it an 8-hour show, really, if we wanted to.
Listen, it
You know
gotta
what
be
I'm saying?
known, right?
We gotta let it be known. You know what I mean? And we appreciate everybody that's tuning in. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, though. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Hit that share button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, hit that share button. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep on going.
Okay, 2 ones
push
in the
this
chat,
truth.
3
Let's
ones in the
represent,
4 ones in the
represent
chat.
the Israelite School of UPK. Let's do what we do. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep on pushing. Right, what we're gonna do right now, real quick. We're gonna take a brief intermission. We're gonna play a song. You know what I'm saying? Representing, you know what I'm saying, the Israelite quick song. We're gonna rejuvenate, you know what I'm saying, and come on back even stronger, you know what I'm saying, and do like another few minutes of these articles, man. You know what I mean? And let it be known. You know what I mean? Let's get to the song real quick. Let me know when it's queued up and ready to go. You understand? And if y'all got some music out there, y'all want to get played, man, yo, email us. Let it be known 1969 at gmail.com. You got a business that you want promoted, let us know. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and promote that thing. Let it be known 1969 at gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Big up to all the brothers and sisters, the talented brothers and sisters of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge out there doing this work. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my brothers out there on the street corners and these classrooms and so with so on putting in this work for the Most High God, you know what I mean, and dedicating their lives, you know what I'm saying, to this truth. Big up to my sisters, man, who fell in place. You know what I'm saying? They know all about, they know submission is strength, you know what I mean? And they holding it down for their man and for their camp leaders and their brothers and they camp and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're a single sister, still, you're very valuable and admired and appreciated in this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all just stay strong and keep on pushing this truth. We're gonna go into a song right now, y'all, and check it out, man. Let's know what y'all think.
This is the Officer Shaw, right? We're about to play one of his joints right now.
Officer Shaw, South Carolina, let's get it.
Call me Leasta too Jeezy. I make that shit look easy. How bitches come and they greet me, they teach me. Bitches ain't shit and they never will be. I still see hoes on my nuts, but they can't feel me. But really though, I'm in beast mode with the flow. Yeah, it's 10 in the morning. I get up and this, you know that I look into the mirror through my eyes. I see my soul. I see a true ass priest, Prince of Israel. Yes, bro. I be freshen up, wash up, a true nigga. Throw on my gold, it should go, you know me, cuz. Slip out that door with my 4th dimension cologne. Shine out TLC, Israel, you know what we own. Then I call up, cut to time. Wasn't much, just refresh with some young stars. Make some noise with this music with some lost tribes. Yeah, nigga, yeah. Now I know that times may change, but bitch, I'm still the same. Yeah, and I know this a crazy ass game. They really ain't a thing. And they know that gun gon' bang. Ain't tryna die today. Whoa, and they know what we all gon' say. Bitch on UPK, hey bitch on UPK. I can't even think about you right now. Yeah, I'm chillin' with the homies and you know how I put down. I'm cool and I'm just sippin' while fucking with these little bitches. Ice up on my neck, got these hoes so consistent. It's so relentless that I just come back with stats in my backpack. I gotta make a track. Man, fuck what they talking about, that bitch is a net. Now I don't smoke no crap, but show a nigga from the back. I just on the block, now these bitches won't come out. Me and Cud chillin', got Modelo's in the south. Niggas be muggin', but I name it in their mouth. Cause they know how Prince Sharpon put it down. Down, did it down. Hot in my coupe, cruising around town. AR in the back on the ground. Glizzy on the mount. Bitches want water like I'm a fountain. They follow to the house. Well, shit, this ain't even my house. But, cop ass bitches, they wanna lounge. Want me dog it out like a hound. But look what I found. When you're up, they all wanna come around. But when you're down, they just kick you on the ground. Lame ass nigga, he that bitch master. Lame ass buster, you fucking cracker. Judas ass boy, you backstabber. Yeah.
613 commandments, nigga, and you can't do 10, my nigga. Matter of fact, you can't do 1, my nigga. Let's see if you can stop eating pork. I see that pork juice running down your fork. Talk about you blessed in the streets of New York. I see that tight Christian 3-piece suit that you bought. When you gonna rock that? When you go to court? Maybe Sunday, better get Easter. I blast at you masters. Knowledge reigns supreme over all you teachers. Pedophile supporters, cool rigor mortis. Your niggas out of order. When Christ return, you hear the scream in the chorus. Now breathe.
Revelations 6 and 17. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Over against the Most High. Tell me why would you? Over, tell me why would you? Over against the Most High. Tell me why would you? And tell me.
It's so wicked, disgusting society that we live in, man. And we gotta separate from the society. We gotta separate. How long does the white man have to murder and kill for you to realize he's a goddamn devil? How long does he have to murder and rape and arrest and shoot unlawfully for you to realize this white man is a goddamn beast? All he does is rape, murder, steal, and plunder. You understand that? And as a result, they destroyed our people. And as a result, our people are running around with the goddamn Wu-Tang Clan because there's a Jewish imposter on the planet. When you take away a man's identity, you can replace it with anything. That's why we're in every religion.
And what I'm telling you, what I have to teach you, every race does it automatically. You don't have to teach Asians to join themselves. You don't have to teach East Indians to join themselves. You don't have to teach Arabs. When them Africans come over here from Africa, you don't have to teach them that. You don't have to teach them Vietnamese. You have to teach us. You have to teach us.
Take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got the right at birth, the devil's redefining work. No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough and recreate the flow. They think they making dough, but they forsake it, so essential. Over lentils, get your issue. Guess who's on this instrumental with you? Gives a damn if we was family, view unread and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man, I swayed the Tim like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shots at David Berkowitz. Pussy. A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say since now, no, not the actor, but the year he's ever not. One thing in mind to grind until this gavel turned his words to mirth from Babel. Lines of 69, I follow protocol. This kingdom built on guy bones, so I can't love Esau, and I can't fuck with y'all. I ain't gotta say it twice. You vouching for the enemy, but look, my father ain't have a father cause of dope. I'm anti-politics cause Christ died from a vote. How the richest nation locked the homeless up for being cold. How ironic they relating, smoking weed to getting stoned. You trim your ways and seek they love. I'ma bring this sword back wet with a vest dipped in blood. Niggas giving up when they don't even give enough. Going nowhere fast, niggas always in a rush. I give them love cause my brothers lost. Christians eating, watch they brothers starve. No way I can serve another God. I give my love cause my brothers lost. Christians eating, watch they brothers starve. I can't serve another God. Cold-blooded. You know that you are. As cold as ice to me. You know that you are.
At it. We back at it like a crack addict with a bad habit. You know what I mean? Big up to Captain Katazai out there, Lost Tribes. You know what I'm saying? Representing. You know what I mean? We just took a brief intermission. We'll try to hear some of these, some of this talent we got out there. Big up to my man, Officer Shar out there in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. Officer Kawak out here in headquarters. You know what I'm saying? Lower East Side in the building. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my man, Karak Ice out there in Cali, man, Northern California. Like I said earlier, big up Vallejo, Oakland, San Francisco, the whole Bay Area out there. Northern Cal holding it down, of course. Getting hyphy, you know what I mean? Big up to them brothers out there, man. Keep on making that music, you know, so we're going to keep on playing it, you know what I'm saying, and giving brothers, you know what I'm saying, that just do. You know what I mean? So, y'all know what it is. Let it be known. We're going to go into just a couple more articles, then we're going to let y'all go. We don't want to talk y'all ears off all night long. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go into a few more articles. You know what I'm saying? Big up to y'all. Like I said before, if y'all got any businesses, anything you want to promote, anything you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Whether you know, sisters out there, you making garments or dresses or, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying, put your, you know, hit us up on the email. Let it be known, 1969@gmail.com. That's let it be known, all lowercase letters.
Right.
Let it be known, 1969@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what you want us to promote. You know what I mean? Let us know, name me a company if you got a name. If not, you know, we'll work it out. You know what I'm saying? We'll just, you know, go out there and promote it. We just ask that you go to No Cowards Yonkers and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, get all the notifications. You know what I'm saying? Let's push this truth the best way we can, man.
Yeah, and tell your mother to like it, tell your dad to like it, tell your auntie, your uncle, tell everyone to like it.
Yeah, and tell yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
and hit that bell.
Yeah, hit that bell. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you. Shaw, what we got next? We're gonna go into some more articles, man. What you got next on here?
Yo, Ali there?
Hold on, real quick. I want to pick up Officer Kashaka War, Officer Kawak, Coco Puffhead. What's up, sis? You know what I mean? I know you making some garments or something like that too, right? I see you out there on Facebook doing your thing.
Officer Yashawam.
You know what I'm saying? Yashawam, Officer Yashawam, represent ISPK Long Island. You know, Gene, I see you out there. You know what I mean? Big up to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. And y'all, you know, give us a shit time, man. Giving us your time. We appreciate it. You know what I mean? All y'all just hit that like button, hit that share button, and go in there and subscribe, man. We appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Who was I say? Oh, Officer Hawar and his rib. They got a trucking company, Dez Trucking LLC. You know what I'm saying? Y'all check them out. That's Dez, DEZ Trucking LLC. Check them out. You never know.
Support black and brown business.
You never know when you might need them.
Right.
You know what I mean? You might know somebody who need a job. You might know somebody needs something moved. Who knows? Dez, DEZ Trucking LLC. Big up Officer Kashaka War out there in New Jersey, Jersey City. I spent my weekend out there with them, and they know what they try to do to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here. I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? Big up the whole Jersey City, Newark, the Irvington, Officer Kawaga Bar out there, Captain Zariak, that's his stomping ground. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Go ahead, show what you got.
So you know, I don't have to say this, but you know how UPK is the trendsetters of this entire globe, right? Everyone looks at the UPK for inspiration. Everyone looks at the UPK on how to move and how to talk. You know, everyone looks at us for guidance. Well, the world looks at us on how to dress as well. All right, sir.
That's a fact.
Everyone likes our style.
That's a fact.
Loves how we move.
This ain't a new style. And real quick, I'm gonna cut you off, brother. This ain't a new style either. This style been rocking since 1969.
Right.
That's when it officially hit the streets. 1969. We've been wearing the same apparel: boots, beards, braids, militant, austere, hardcore. 1969. This ain't nothing new. You new jacks out there. Go ahead.
Right, so I'm about to share this link real quick so everyone can read along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a lot of biters out there. Everyone bites our style, including the heathens, right? This is from Vice magazine, right? It says, Warcore is the new streetwear subculture, raising eyebrows in public. Listen, this isn't a subculture for us. Warcore, what they labeling it, us wearing boots with our pants tucked in and army fatigues and all black and all military gear, right? And metal studded armbands and leather bands and crowns and bulletproof vests. That's our culture. It's not our subculture. It is for the people trying to copy us, but this is what we've been doing since 1969, and we've been lifting eyebrows for decades. But now the rest of the world is catching up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, and look, this is the picture of these people trying to be like us.
Can they see that?
Yes. This is them trying to be like us.
And they all black?
All black, bulletproof vests.
Chain down there?
Yes, just like us.
Look at these disgusting, filthy bastards right here. Only thing is they messing with the wrong ones because we ain't letting them have it.
Right.
We ain't letting them have it, and we're not accepting them at all.
Right.
At all. They lost this battle. They might as well give it up. Put some pink tutus on or something.
It says every generation is responsible for at least one alarming subculture that leaves both parents and the general population muttering under their breath. The OGs, punks and goths, those are not the OGs, have faced down backlash for their extreme looks since the 70s. But in recent years, alternative youth subcultures have multiplied exponentially thanks to the hyper-accelerated petri dish of TikTok, borrowing and transforming elements of style from the e-girls and e-boys that came before them. It will come as a shock to absolutely nobody that the pandemic sped up this evolution even faster, and an entire branch of utility-focused dress styles have barrel-rolled out on your For You pages, rep by rappers like Skull something and City Morgue, whatever.
All that's garbage too, by the
Yes.
way, that goth, and they wear fingernail polish and lipstick and eyeliner and all of that. This style does not come from them. This is just some weirdo garbage, you know what I'm saying? They know that militant look, that's strictly the UPK. You know what I'm saying? They trying to put some old faggoty twist on it, you know what I'm saying? But nah, it ain't gonna work. We've been repping this thing since 1969. We gonna keep repping it. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna keep on repping it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No,
Carl.
go ahead, finish up.
I just want to say real quick, even with our sisters, man, UPK, first of all, I want to say this. UPK got the most beautiful sisters on the face of the earth. I'm not talking about just physical looks. I'm talking about spirit and all. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And their modest apparel and their modest look, I see a lot of people biting that. I see they got their head wrapped and they got these nice little, dresses on and so on and so on. And nah, it can be emulated, you know what I'm saying? Can't be duplicated at all. You know what I'm saying? UPK sisters is holding it down just like my brothers is holding it down. Since 1969, we've been doing this. This is garbage, what they're doing. Keep going. Salak. Crop, sorry. Go ahead.
Fine. If I could, let me get a scripture real quick. Let me get Exodus chapter 28, verse 28.
Oh, son of Christ.
Real quick. Yeah, Exodus chapter 28, verse 28. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, these We look at these clothes as holy garments, man, as separate garments.
Damn right.
And heathens want to come out there and take what we made holy, what we made separate. Remember, it was never great to go out there with boots tucked in and fringes and studs and all that. I remember back in high school, back in the day, people would laugh at you if you had stuff like that on. People would think you was a goth freak into Dracula and blood and whatever crazy anime stuff. People love anime now, but back then they laughed at you. You was weird. We were looking at all that Chinese stuff.
White boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
right.
God.
You looked at as that dude who had the dyed hair and into like a Metallica or a Bon Jovi or something like that. You was looked at as a heathen. You know what I'm saying? But now, like, coming in the truth, like, listen, all the stuff you wear is a holy garment of God, man. And if I could read the scripture when you got it.
Sir, it says, Exodus chapter 28, verse 28. And they shall bind the breastplates by the rings thereof unto the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, that it may be above the curious girdle of the ephod, and that the breastplate may be loosened from the ephod.
Right.
Keep going, sir?
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 29. And Aaron shall bear the names of the children of Israel in the breastplate of judgment upon his heart, when he goeth in unto the holy place for a memorial before the Lord continually.
Wait, hold on. Make sure this is the right one. Which one? What scripture you have?
Exodus 28 and 29.
28 and 29. Hold on.
You understand? And this is what we're going over is absolutely insane, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, the drama don't stop here in this disgusting, filthy hellhole we live in called America, man. And I want people to realize that, understand that America is an absolute hellhole.
Right.
You understand? And we've been the hell's under the ground with this man with horns and a pitchfork. No, that's not hell. Hell is your mother on crack, your father on heroin, your sister stripping, your brother in prison. You know the rules. You know what it is. And everything I just said, everybody can relate to that. Everybody can relate to that. You know why? Because we're living in hell. This is absolute hell, man. You know what I mean? And listen, there's a one-way trip out of hell, and that's the Israelite School of UPK.
Right. All right, you can start.
Go ahead,
Start from the top. Start from verse 1. Salaki.
Exodus chapter 28, verse 1. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office, even Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar,
Right. So these
Aaron's
are,
sons.
Right. Aaron's sons, the Levites, the priests. Now we're in the priest of Melchizedek, where we all are priests. We all get the rock holy garments from back in the day. And keep going. What else does it say? Verse 2.
And thou shalt make holy garments.
Thou shalt what?
Make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory.
For what?
For glory.
For what?
For glory. And for beauty.
Listen, and that's important. When heathens wear our garments, it's not for glory or for beauty.
Right.
It's not for none of that. It's for out there for a fad, to wear for a certain time and throw away. It's for oppress a whore that you want to have sex with, or oppress a guy that you want to have sex with, smoke out, or have him buy your goddamn subscribe to your OnlyFans. While so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians out of ISUPK brothers and goddamn sisters, we have holy garments. Why?
Sure.
For Aaron thy brother, for glory. And for beauty.
Yeah, listen, we have garments for glory and beauty.
Damn
it's
right.
supposed to be holy garments, separate garments. It's not supposed to be like other garments out there what the heathens wear. The heathens wear any old goddamn thing. I wish I had the picture right now. There was a picture where they just had fringes on leather wire and was selling it for $4,000, man. They don't have no goddamn style or spirit. But you, A black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. Listen, you could turn a stick of butter into a chain, man. You know what I'm saying? You could turn a pretzel into a goddamn automobile and sell it. That's how much spirit and soul that a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man got. And that's why it's important for a black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, and child to make sure you represent and have your holy garments and make sure it's glorified for glory and beauty, man. There you go.
Damn right. Most High in Christ. Go ahead.
If I may, verse 4, right? It says, and these are the garments which they shall make a breastplate. That's today's, what people like to put on the bulletproof vest.
Right.
That breastplate for protection when you went out to war.
Mm-hmm.
An ephod and a robe and a broidered coat, a mitre and a girdle. That's that war belt that we put around our midsection to protect us. Right?
Yeah, right. That's right.
And they shall make holy garments for Aaron thy brother and his sons.
Right. And real quick, don't forget, man, like, we're so goddamn spiritual. You do things we're not even noticing. We wear mitres. A do-rag is a mitre, right?
Right.
You put your goddamn do-rag on no matter where you go. You gotta make sure my waves is straight all the time. To sleep, to work, to goddamn on break. Hold on, I'm going on break.
Everything.
Put your jacket on and walk right out. When you come back in, you take your do-rag off, go in the bathroom, brush your hair. Let me get ready back again to this slavery. Listen, you nigga, it's spiritual that what you're doing right now. You don't even realize it. The problem is you giving what's holy to you onto these heathens, man.
Damn right.
Go ahead, Char.
That's it. And we gird up our loins.
Yeah.
We put on this warlike apparel because every day is war for us. It's not a subculture. It's not just some fad. It's not something that just developed off of so-called e-girls and e-boys and a TikTok trend. This is our life.
Damn right. And these heathens, let me tell you. Go ahead, Yawala.
It's so spiritual. Wow, it's so spiritual how we live the scriptures. Because when you think about girding up your loins, you tying up your garments so you can fight. Listen, when we about to fight, we pull our pants up. We gird up our loins naturally. We about to fight. You know what I mean? Like it's just a spiritual thing with us how we follow the scriptures.
Yeah, Khan, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's out of control, Yawala. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely out of control, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead, keep going, Yawala. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
Well, I was saying how we naturally gird up our loins when we about to go to war. Like so when we about to fight, first thing we do, pull up our pants. And, that's girding up your loins.
Yeah, tighten your belt.
God.
Yeah, pull them pants up and tighten your belt.
We do it spiritually. We don't even realize it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Because the 12 tribes is built off war. You know what I'm saying? That's what we know. You know what I'm saying? Is we built off war. You know what I mean? Absolutely. And we built off of that. You know what I mean? And that spirit has to come. As says in the book of Exodus, the Lord is a man of war. You understand what I'm saying? Therefore, so are we. David was a man of war. Elijah was a man of war. I mean, all the priests and prophets of the Bible were about war. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the same spirit we got to take on to this very day. Now, in me saying that about war, let me tell you something, you disgusting, filthy, stinking heathens out there trying to bite our style. You can't have it. The UPK will never be gentrified. Ever.
Right.
You understand? This style is ours. You keep your three-piece Kevin Samuel suits on and all that. You keep that. You keep that going. Put your suit on, wax your eyebrows and your legs and all of that. You do your thing. Over here is beards, boots, braids, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And our garments and our militant look, our militant attitude, everything. You know what I'm saying? You can fake it, but you can never make it, man. This is ours. We claim that. So you can go ahead and put your little fake little vest on. You know what I'm saying? Brothers over here is in Hebrew Academy. They put their fist through that weak little vest you got. You understand what I'm saying? This is our style. We keeping that, man. And we holding that. Y'all move on about your business and go jack some other style because you can't do it over here. We're not allowing that. This is ours. You You understand? And also, brothers out there, Slocky, that's working hard. Let it be known that you are being watched. People in China see your style,
Right.
and they want to bite it. So you think that you go out to camp and you doing your street speaking, or you speaking out there at camp, you think nobody's listening to you. Somebody in China is going to see you, and they're going to mimic everything you got on. You understand? And then they're going to call it a subculture. Ain't no subculture. It's one West culture, and that's it. You understand? We're gonna move on. This is our last article we got coming up real quick. Let me get that the GA pastor, the Georgia pastor, real quick. Let me get that.
Is that the one with the spit?
Nah, this is the one where he was locking people up in his basement or something like that.
Right, okay. Right, I know.
Yeah, let's talk about that. We're gonna end it with this. We're gonna play a couple of songs, and then we're gonna play Officer Karab's class, man, which is a marvelous class. If you missed out, then you really
recap.
The recap. You're gonna play a recap of the class. If you missed that class, then you just missed out on life. I don't know what you're doing with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You tune into that. You know what I'm saying? That class is every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. But we're gonna go into this last article, play a couple of songs, and then go into the recap, and then we're gonna close it out, Israel. You understand? Let's get it real quick.
Curtis Keith Bankston, Georgia pastor.
Georgia what?
Georgia pastor. So he's a Christian.
A pastor. Okay.
Found to have 8 people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
8.
Locked in his basement.
So this Georgia pastor, is he black?
Yes, him and his wife.
Him and his wife.
They were doing some people under the stairs type shit.
Wait, they had 8 people locked in their basement?
Yes.
Not puppies.
No people.
No gerbils or nothing, ferrets and nothing. People.
Grandmas and uncles and grandpas.
They had families downstairs in their basement.
People's loved ones.
Let's read the article, please.
Constant.
Let's get a little further than that. I want to hear what part of the Bible this is in.
Look at him.
I'm looking for it right now.
I want to hear this.
I'm trying to look for it.
I want to hear this.
Pastor Keith.
And he's smiling. And he's smiling.
Right.
That's a gold tooth on the left hand side, ain't it?
Right. It looked like he started today. It looked like he started being a pastor today.
Oh,
you know?
look at my man. Big pimping, baby. You know what I'm saying? Big pimping, baby.
You know
Look at this nigga. Shit.
He looked like one of those people in your gym class that used to tell you, "I'm gonna get right. Trust me, I'm gonna get right. You gonna be here or not? I'm gonna get right.
Oh,
watch me now."
Boy. Right. That's terrible. That's the uncle at the cook. Go ahead, please. Let's read a little more about this brother right here, please. Good night.
A Georgia pastor has been arrested on charges of false imprisonment after police found 8 individuals locked up in the basement of his home.
Damn.
Hold on. Why is this not?
Please, I want to hear this.
So if you don't mind, just if you can continue talking about this real quick, I'm gonna find.
Go ahead. We're gonna talk about it now. Listen, for his sake, we'll say allegedly. For his sake, we'll say allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
That's being generous.
I'm trying to be nice to the brother. You know what I'm saying? Maybe allegedly, you know what I'm saying? He had 8 people in his goddamn basement. Is it far-fetched? No, it's not. Because Christianity is disgusting. It's absolutely nasty and disgusting. Okay? That's not a soup kitchen he had down in his basement. Those are slaves. And he's probably doing freaky, nasty, disgusting things with these people, man. Also 50 for YO Paratazar. Go ahead, brother. What you got to say?
Slack, yes, sir. If I may, and this proved that Christianity is such don't have no morals. No morals, no people watching you to make sure that you don't go off, nothing. And he just filthy and he have nobody over him to teach him that he was a selfish and filthy bastard.
Oh yeah.
He claims he was doing the right thing. He said he was doing the things that needed to be done that people were in the community weren't doing.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what the Christian church always say. You find eight people in their basement.
In their basement. Probably taking all their mail, getting all their checks.
Well, you know how do you think he was getting paid to do all these
getting
things?
all their checks. He probably getting little SSI checks and welfare check, food stamps, everything else. He's snatching all of that, eating good. You know what I'm saying? Eating good, and then get money from his little raggedy church that he got. You understand? Oh yeah, cash in. You know what I'm saying? We got what we got. Where we at? Let's get it real quick.
A Georgia pastor and his wife,
tag
team, it was a duel,
Uh-huh.
were arrested for reportedly imprisoning people against their will. After 8 disabled residents were found in the basement behind a dead bolted door.
Whoa. You said a dead bolted door?
Yes.
I mean, they can't get out.
No, absolutely. They cannot. That's trapped. If a fire breaks out, they're trapped. If a flood breaks out, they're trapped. Earthquake, they're trapped.
Good night. Go ahead, Professor. What you got to say? Go ahead.
Salakia, sir. He also said disabled.
Mm.
They are disabled.
Mm.
They ain't going
So
nowhere.
so they're
behind
getting
closed
money.
doors.
They're getting checks. If you're disabled, you get a check. You understand what I'm saying? You get you a check. Cha-ching. Go ahead.
And they can defend themselves.
No, not
They
at all.
can't, how do you think they got
Not
down
at
there?
all.
Because they couldn't defend themselves because they was
No.
disabled.
Yeah, they're disabled. Most High in Christ.
That's
Please.
Christian church right there.
That's we're gonna get on that.
Taking advantage
Yeah, we
of
gonna
the disabled.
we're gonna get on that. Keep going real quick. We're gonna go ahead. Go ahead.
And you know what happens when people need help?
Uh-huh.
Like if they need help from like paramedics and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Let me tell you what they have to do. When medics climb through a window to reach one person who has suffered a seizure,
They gotta climb through the window to get to him. Because you said a deadbolt?
Dead bolted door.
That's a dead bolted door. So they had to climb through the window to get to these people. You understand? In the name of Jesus, hallelujah. Keep going, please.
Pastor Curtis Keith Bankston, 55, and his wife Sophia Sim Bankston,
Mhm.
56,
Mhm.
of Griffin were arrested for false imprisonment after authorities found 8 people who were suffering from a mental or physical disability between the ages of 25 and 65 inside of their basement of
Good
their home.
night. Good.
Curtis had disputed the claims that this is what his church is called, his organization.
Uh-huh.
He disputed claims that the one stepper, a faither, second chancer, their unlicensed group home
Good night.
was holding people against their wills, and they were free to come and go as they pleased.
Behind a dead bolted door.
And while being disabled.
They were free to go. You can go as you want, but I'm gonna lock this door. You hear this? This is Christianity. We got any more on that?
Authorities said the caretakers have been leasing this property for approximately 14 months. Sounds like some COVID scheme, right? Using the basement as a personal care home for the individuals, which essentially imprisoned them against their will.
You understand? Listen, he held the people down there against their will. You understand? Against their will in a basement. I know they wasn't going out, going for walks,
Christian,
going to the park, having a good time.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Come and going as they please. They wasn't doing none of that. He was locking people up and taking their goddamn money.
And guess what now? Now it's his turn. Because look at that picture. It looked like someone about to take his money. He can't go out where he want to go no more. He's
Yeah.
going to be locked up. Look at that face, man.
Look at
I'm
his
telling
face.
you.
There's no mercy. There's no mercy on that.
No,
picture.
that's
There's
not.
no
That's
mercy,
a-
no compassion.
That's a
I mean, look at him.
clueless man face.
He look happy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, this ain't nothing. The Lord gonna be. Well, look at it.
Right.
Go ahead, Parazzo. What you got to say?
Yeah, this is just a Christian. He was just pray. You know what I'm saying? He was a Christian. He was praying on people.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Now guess what? Somebody gonna pray on him.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a predator. And listen, predators turn into prey sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. What you got more?
It says police in Griffin, located about 40 miles south of Atlanta, reported that they found a deadbolt on the basement door that was used to lock the patients in during certain parts of the day.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
And this is his wife.
Scroll down a little more. Look at that right there.
See, I see.
No, scroll down a little more. No, right there. I want to see that thinning bald head that the Lord said that an evil woman would get. You know what I'm saying?
And the funny thing,
The
you know why
evil
he's
bald-headed-
smiling, right? Because he about to give it all up to her.
Yeah, look at her.
He about to tell everything on her. He know he
Yeah.
about to get out
Yeah,
away.
get a
She
good
looked
look at her. Get a good look
Right.
at her.
She looked like she was the head of the whole
Get
operation.
a good look at that wicked, disgusting bitch. Look at her. Look at it. Let's keep going on the article, man.
Answer.
Nasty bastard. What we got?
I got a video here.
No, it's not. A video of what?
Of him crying?
Lord have mercy.
Pastor Curtis Bankston fights back tears with community supporters. His wife, Sophia, just arrested and now in jail 1 week after Griffin police arrested him. They are dumbfounded, he says to their attorney, at the allegations against them.
There was absolutely no false imprisonment, no kidnapping.
Attorney Dexter Wimbish says the Bankstons have been operating a personal care home in the basement of their home for just over a year, taking in wards of the state and others, disabled, poor, homeless. There were 7 people living here as of last week. Wimbish says the Bankstons have repaired the bolt lock that police say kept residents inside against their will.
They were free to come and go as they pleased. No one was held hostage.
And Wimbish says the Bankstons should have gotten a local license to operate the facility inside their home, and they will. But then he showed canceled checks and other documents that he says prove the Bankstons are providing a genuine and necessary nonprofit service for people that too few others offer.
You're not talking about somebody profiting off of the backs of the poor. You're talking about somebody who's actually doing what God commanded us to do.
The Reverend Joseph
I never-
Weir of
and
the
real-
National
and real quick,
Action
can you
Network
pause it
in
real-
Henry and
real
Clayton
quick?
counties says he's worked with the Bankstons for 30.
And this is why we're in the predicament we in, because bastards like that lawyer will justify what he did, what that pastor did. He wasn't doing this for this. He was doing it for the community. They could have walked out as free as they wanted to be, just like the Israelites. Niggas like him need to die too. Salakia.
So he said he was doing it. He was doing what God said.
Listen, Salakia. They all need to go, man.
Hold on. You ain't got to see Salakia. That's in the scripture.
Yeah,
That's
the
in the scriptures.
reason why I'm saying that is because niggas like that still got time to come back, Lord willing. But what I'm saying is niggas like that need to go, man.
Headshot.
That's like justifying a goddamn rapist. How can you do it? There's proof that he kept people down there against their will, vouch checks. And this lawyer, a black lawyer at that, is saying, like, listen, you misunderstand this, brother. Listen, niggas need to get together, man. Niggas need to absolutely serve the God of heaven, because if you don't, we all gonna be just like this knucklehead going out there justifying all types of sins and lawlessness, man.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Filthy and disgusting bastards. And listen, they sitting there talking, this is not, he was really just, stop it. You know what I'm saying? You see them cancel checks and all that. That brother was stealing their money. And he knows it. Because you would do things the right way. You know what I'm saying?
He would have got the license like he was supposed to.
Got license.
Legally.
Yeah, you got the money. We said a nice little house you got. You know what I'm saying? You could have went and got the license and just did it correctly. But nah, you did not do that. You didn't do that. So therefore, brother, it's a little fishy. You know what I'm saying? It's a little fishy. Them canceled checks and all of that. We just seen one that said January 18th, 2022 on it.
Right.
That's
a few days ago.
A few days ago?
A few days ago.
This brother getting their money. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Give me Jeremiah 23. Real quick. We don't gotta read no more in this article. We see how nasty this bastard is.
Right.
You understand? And let me tell you something that you may not understand. Those disabled people in the basement, they represent your grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's in the Christian church too. They represent your mother, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your friend, yourself that's trapped in that Christian church. You are disabled and living in the basement of that church, and you can't leave. You go and come as they please, and they taking your money. You understand? It's not odd, you know what I'm saying? But that's who you are.
Right.
These people were just physically disabled and couldn't move. You are spiritually disabled and you can't move.
And you know what's so sad about it? As disabled and elderly, it's Christianity is so much as a drug, as much as it is in distress. They still love that brother. You know why? Because of Christianity.
Absolutely.
They still stuck in Christian, that they still would believe that brother was helping them.
Yeah, they loved Eddie Long.
Right.
They still loved Eddie Long after he ate them boys.
Right.
Didn't they
You know what I'm saying?
on a chair and march him around? And
Come on, man.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, man. But this whole trapped in the basement thing, so are you.
Mm-hmm.
You trapped in that basement too. You celebrating Christmas, you trapped in the basement. You celebrating Thanksgiving, all of that, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Labor Day, birthdays. You doing everything going against the Most High God. You eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, scallops, clams, octopus, shark, whale, whatever it is you're doing, you are trapped in that basement too.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. And yours is even worse because you're not even disabled. You understand? You're even worse.
You your own deadbolt.
Yeah, you your own deadbolt. You
Right.
trapped in that basement too. You understand? You trapped in that basement too. And unfortunately, if you don't come out that basement, you know what the Lord gonna do? Set that house on fire, and you won't be able to get out.
Right.
You understand? Jeremiah 23, real quick, verse 1.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Woe be unto the pastors that destroy.
What was this guy? He was a pastor, wasn't he?
Concert.
What's his name? Pastor what?
Pastor Bankston.
Yeah, Pastor Bankston.
Pastor
What did the
Bankston.
Lord say about Pastor Bankston? Read it again.
Woe be unto the pastors.
Now, woe means death and destruction if you don't know.
Right.
Look it up. Woe to who?
Unto the pastors.
Unto the pastors. Pastor Bankston, who was helping them in the basement. You know, basement, what's his name? Baxton?
Bankston.
Basement Baxton. You know what I'm saying?
BB.
Yeah, BB. You know what I'm saying? He was sitting there helping them out, but the Lord said, death and destruction to you. Keep going.
Woe be unto the pastors
Mhm.
that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
And that's what the Lord said. He's going to destroy these pastors, man. He's going to destroy them for scattering our people, misleading them. That lawyer that was representing him, he's lost and destroyed.
Right.
He's lost and destroyed. He should. I would never. I'm not taking that case. I
Nope.
talked to him about. He's going to have to take a plea deal. So
Something
you're
right.
wrong. Yeah.
Nah, he's wrong.
We're not doing this. You know what I'm saying? Them people standing behind them, them clean shaved face niggas behind them.
Uh-huh.
Guess what? They all in on it too. They all in on it too.
He's probably on the payroll.
Yeah.
He's
You know what
probably
I'm
on
saying?
that brother's payroll.
Well, the Lord said death and destruction to you, Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Death and destruction to you. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel.
The Lord of who?
God of Israel.
Who?
Of Israel.
Oh, the so-called blacks, natives, Hispanics, Latinos, whatever you want to call them.
Israel.
Go ahead.
Against the pastors
Go ahead.
that feed my people.
Uh-huh.
Ye have scattered my flock.
Yeah, you done destroyed our people, man. You sent them all over the goddamn place. Go ahead.
And driven them away.
You driven them away. Go ahead.
And have not visited them.
And you don't care about them either. You ain't trying to fix it. You ain't trying to see what's going on. You locking them in your goddamn basement. Go ahead.
Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings.
And the Lord's going to visit you.
Saith the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Saith the Lord. He's going to visit you. He's going to knock at your basement door now.
Right.
Since you want to keep his people in basements. Now he's going to knock on your basement door
Mm-hmm.
and really see what's really going on. This is what the scripture said. You understand what I'm saying? You filthy, disgusting, stinking bastards. Pete, you got something you want to add? You good? Yeah. Brothers, go ahead. Please, let me know what you got.
I mean, I got some for the sake of time. I know we got videos and stuff to get to. I would like to get to the videos and whatnot.
Come.
Let some shine for our brothers with that music.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We come out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And I don't know if y'all understand or if y'all know, but we rep this thing to the death. You understand what I'm saying? We all the way totally locked in until the breath is not in our lungs anymore and the blood starts flowing in our bodies. We in this thing. You understand what I'm saying? I encourage all brothers and sisters who are listening to like and share this. And when I say share it, you know, share it to your people, man. Maybe somebody in the world will catch on to this and they'll change their lives and come on to this truth, man, and learn how it feels to be free.
Right.
Learn how it feels to be a free man and a free woman. You know what I'm saying? Learn how it feels, man. Learn what true love feels like. Learn what appreciation feels like. Share it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it and share it and subscribe and all of that. And come get down. Big up to my man, Officer of 1,000 Yahweh Allah. You know what I'm saying? The water for that war report soldier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely strong and solid. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you,
Most
man.
High in Christ.
Most High in Christ, but we're looking forward to you next week. Big up to all my brothers and sisters in the prison system. You know what I'm saying? I know you locked up in there. Let me
That's
tell you, the
right.
Lord put you there because he knows that you are mighty soldiers. You know what I'm saying? You raise them brothers up in that prison system. You raise them up and you get them right. You understand what I'm saying? You're not by yourself. You're not alone. You are very appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And we understand the struggle you're going through, man.
Right. And
You know
if
what I'm
I
saying?
could,
Go ahead.
and to my brothers who's in prison, don't forget who wrote Revelations, man.
Damn
A
right.
brother in prison wrote Revelations for all of us to realize the death of your oppressor. So if you're in prison and you hear this, don't think you can't write something that might encourage the nation to be free, man.
You damn right. You damn right. You know what I'm saying? You damn right. The hell with all of that. You keep on being a goddamn soldier, being a warrior. You know what I'm saying? To keep your zeal. Okay, where the hell you at? You know what I'm saying? You keep on doing it, man. John the Revelator did it on a goddamn island. He was in solitary confinement.
Right.
And he did it. You know what I'm saying? You stay strong out there. Big up to Captain Zakar and the whole prison program and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Big up to all my brothers and sisters out there representing, going hard out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep it up, man. Women, stay submissive. Brothers, stay hungry. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to represent and we're going to let it be known, man.
Right.
We out of here, y'all. Shalom.
Shalom.
Listen, but don't leave.
Yeah.
Stay
Stay
focused. We're gonna watch these videos,
Stay
listen to some
focused.
music. We got some dope stuff lined up for y'all, right?
Yeah.
Listen, this is Let It Be Known, and we're gonna let it be known.
We're going to play a couple of songs and then we're going to end it with a recap, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. And look, like and share. You know what I'm saying? Like and share. Comment. We're going to be in for at least another 10 minutes or less, or 12 minutes or less.
Maybe another hour. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe you never know. But make sure y'all like and comment and share, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's push this truth, y'all. Big up Commander General.
That's
We
right.
salute you, sir.
And pay your tithes.
Pay your goddamn tithes. You damn right. Y'all, you want to say something real quick?
Is it possible I can do a shameless plug?
Say it again.
Shameless plug. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Please.
I got some new necklace drops coming out this week. Look out.
And where can they get them at?
Shop Addictive Chaos.
Addictive Chaos. Big up Addictive Chaos. You know what I'm saying? Black-owned company. You know what I'm saying? Representing out here, putting out a lot of material, a lot of jewelry, a lot of clothing, a lot of apparel. You know, there's a lot going on. Big up Addictive Chaos. Y'all check them out. That's Chaos with a K. K-A-O-S. Chaos. Addictive Chaos. Big up to my man, Officer Yawala. He been representing and putting it down for a very long time, y'all. Y'all go out and support, man. You're going to support. You know what I mean? Now check this music out, and we out of here, Israel.
Shalom.
Shalom.
We got a brother locked up. We got a brother that's down right now. Mashamar, he wanted to know, do we have any black shields? Yeah, well, do you have any black shields? David.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You said you do.
This one is a black one.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? We got some black shields out there, brother. You know what I'm saying? Listen, let's get it to him. Let's get it to him ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it to him. You know what I mean? So the brother can continue to represent how he's been representing for such a long time, man. You understand? Now with that, y'all, we're gonna slide off. You know what I'm saying? Big up y'all. Big up everybody in the chat, man. Look, before y'all go, man, like, share, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe. We here, y'all. Let it be known.
Hey again, Tazaryak, bringing you out another commercial from Tazaryak and Lily's Creations. I'm always doing new things, always innovating to keep y'all coming back, to keep the customers satisfied. As I always say, check out the reviews, all 5-star ratings, because we deliver such an excellent product.
Kwame Yashala, you don't want no problems. My brothers, they stand around me on point like Iguodala. Don't make the wrong move or face the repercussions. Just keep bluffing and give me a reason for me to flush it. My people lusting after the serpent and he beguiled you. Wicked niggas just keep on sinning like we allowed to. 400 plus years of being in chains. They took the yoke up off our neck and put it straight on our brains. So what's changed? There's no new thing under the sun. They still slaughter us, die by the knee and scared of the gun. It's open season, murderers, killers for no reason. It's my people I love, I ain't fucking with no heathen. I don't wanna meddle, my niggas, we still oppressed. We just went from a pot to a kettle. One West rebel, pressure bust pipes or a blood vessel. You know the white man is the devil. This truth will never stop teaching. UBK soldiers in every region. Right now is the time and the season. No heathens, no heathens. Just before the sun of no treason. One West until a nigga stop breathing. Kwame Yashala, we screaming. No heathens, no heathens. Death before the sauna, we living through trauma under command of General Yohana. This army is stronger. We on the front line, ready to die for this truth. While the white man kissing our boots. And I don't never see none of you cowards when the work is getting started. Cause year of your father, the serpent in the garden, they plotting and scheming. We going through curses, fighting demons. Give a fuck about a flat earth, but my people out here feeling pain and anguish because the gates thereof language scattered abroad. We was given another language, plus we living at the bottom, supposed to be on top. And when it stop, get killed by the hands of these wicked cops. Lacing our boots, ready for war. This is One West, and we are not affiliated. Nigga, fuck the rest. Me and my brother just want a ball. Shout out to ICR, and we some warlords. Learned that from Yasha. This truth will never stop teaching. UBK soldiers in every region. Right now is the time and the season. No heathens, no heathens. Death before the sun of no treason. One West until a nigga stop breathing. Kwame Yashala, we screaming. No heathens, no heathens.
Now let me tell y'all something. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we the true Jews of the Bible. We gotta come together and stop fighting against each other, man. Instead of loving these heathens, we need to love each other. That's the only way we're gonna win this war against our enemies.
This truth will never stop teaching. UBK soldiers in every region. Right now is the time and the season. No heathens, no heathens. Just before the sun of no treason. One West until a nigga stop breathing. Kwame Yashala, we screaming. No heathens, no heathens.
ISUPK 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You are here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God. Come on, to save you and your
That's right. It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no coward, we stop
hotels now. At the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
It's a lot of men down. You dealing with the menopause. We at war. I'm siding with the Lord.
Time to call your dishes, pots, and forks, knives.
I kind of like this. This is like an apartment and a hotel. You know what I mean? Yeah.
This here right here is about to be holy ground. This is going to be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from every state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
You cannot debate. You just want the clout. We just want the grades. I'm just trying to get it.
This is going to be glorious.
We don't give a fuck. You can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud. Straight up out the base.
What's the one West? If I could train a dragon, I could dance with tame a lion. Any climate, and I'm shining like a diamond out of Zion. Been a tyrant, never silent. My retirement's desire, but my dwelling place is fire. Fitting for my attire. If I could aim any higher, I hit the Allah higher. My asylum is in the bottom of fringes and the bottom. Wobble, wobble, shaking. Taking the city with a drum, cause it's one big titty bitch. Ready to get. From the scripture stitching one up with you. Really, I'm here to trouble you. Problems and I'm a troubleshoot. Rich niggas won't fuck with you, making they people uncomfortable. Usher you to the upper room. Truly, we the untouchable. Fully automatic boss status. 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 I'm here to conquer. Word is about to let my sponsor get it on. She got the beauty and the brawn. Booty eating the thong. Wisdom I never pawn. Your bishop raping your dog with the footage breaking it down. So I'm ruthless about the law, killing these Christians with a cross. Your religion, you're living false. Hostility in your thoughts. So I'm coming through with the salt. Kentucky ain't what my Chippewa indigenous will call. Keep the cross, taking the scepter off the mantle. Like Moses before the battle. The chariots been the rattle. We riding out while it's shallow. You copycats get the gallows. Coming out of the shadow of death. Resurrect the elect. One West. Automatic boss status. Fully automatic boss status. Fully automatic boss status. Fully automatic boss status. Fully automatic boss status.
I face the east when I pray, but it's one west. All this camouflage on me, I'm a war vet. UPK gonna rule, that ain't far-fetched. You niggas want world peace like Ryan Ortez. Hey, took it and ran with it. The old me had to die for me to transition. All the churches closed down, it's a pandemic. But UPK in every hood like a transmission. You can take the general or have the bar. Niggas running out of time like I had a more. Red cup like label, I'm a connoisseur. I'ma leave it wet if I draw the sword. Nigga, this a code of conduct. Put on all black, it's a rank, I know he's solid. She ain't gotta get naked, she know she poppin'. We was yelling bag up way before the virus. Hey, most high Christ, this type of life ain't for the weak, you gotta sacrifice. Give it up. We stand unaware. Niggas go against the grain like they cutting hair. But I'm a priest and prophet, I gotta teach. You might not get to see me 7 days out the week. You got questions, we got breakdowns. You be care about the spread like a breakout. Refuge, it's a safe house. Not too many take this road, cause it's a straight route. Babylon is falling, let it play out. Fully automatic boss status.
Fully automatic boss status. Fully automatic boss status. Fully automatic boss status. Fully automatic boss status.
I see them hating, hear them talking where they at though. Niggas get all in their feelings and they start acting irrational.
We leave off right here. King told her that to perform such an act will help your soul. Sometime later, in language that would reflect just how narrow Sullivan's mindset was, King announced that he preferred to perform unnatural acts on women, and that he had started the
Wait. Now listen to Martin Luther King's quote, man. Censor it though, please. Read what you got.
Hold on, sir. Let me make this. I'm a highlighter.
Remember, listen. When you think this sounds like something I would hear a little baby would say, or a little Wayne. Read what you got, Ashar.
Sir, I made it bigger so that way everyone can see. Okay, this should work. You're right. Here. It says, sometime later, in language that would reflect just how narrow Sullivan's mindset was, King announced that he preferred to perform unnatural acts on women, and that he had started the International Association for the Advancement of
Box eaters,
vagina eaters.
Listen, and that's Martin Luther King, man. It's funny to me because it's like this is something I would hear today. I would hear this on a Vine, not a Vine, or a TikTok or Instagram. I would see someone nowadays say something, but guess what? This came out of your active leader, man. Your black activist leader. Guess what? He's talking about. He's internationally known as the box eater out there, man. Ashar.
Now we know where Trump got grabbing by the box.
Yeah, listen. Not only that, no, that Trump's they're always like that. We know where Martin Luther King got it from. He got it from them. The lust of our oppressor. Our oppressor is like this. He goes around talking about he's internationally known and associated with eating the box. That you should call me. I should be known as this because guess why? Why he's saying that? Because he's letting you know that I have eaten a lot of boxes around here, man. And you should let me eat your box. You should let me eat your box because I done been around this country satisfying a lot of women. And I could satisfy you if you would just give in what the Lord wants you to get. Paratazar.
Salaki, so if I may, and you know he was messing with the white women. And you know how those white women are.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he learned it from.
Yeah, of course. Ashar, keep going.
Concern. Anyone familiar with King's often bawdy sense of humor would not doubt that quotation.
Listen, so that's letting you know, if you knew King, you knew he would say something like this. You knew he had this grotesque type of humor. That means he was saying sexual humor jokes all the time. This ain't nothing new. Paratazar?
In his church.
Right, in his church. Right. Remember, this is the pastor and friends and everybody, the parishioners, everybody knew about King and all this. Ashar?
At FBI headquarters, an aide to the Bureau's number 3 official, Alan H. Belmont, prepared a comprehensive summary of the Willard recordings. We do not contemplate dissemination of this information at this time, but will utilize it together with results of additional future coverage in our plan to expose King for what he is.
Right.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm always for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a cripple. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once.
Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the time that I did. It brings you and your respect to your prince.
Watch your mouth, man. Hold it down, y'all. Hold it down.
Trying to pick up with a blind faith. They said they'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times and it's death to his partner. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go this zone. And the Lord said they hate you for my name. So you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing. Ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead and soldado. In the photo, salute my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood. So, how you feel about this truth I done show? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.